A very good evening, viewers, and welcome back once again. We are live from Dubai. It is DP World ILT20 Development Tournament, and it is match number 9. It's going to be ILT20 Thunderbolts taking on Gulf Giants Development Team. It's going to be a cracker of a contest. ILT Thunderbolts, well, they need to get a move on. They've already lost a couple of games. Let's have a look at today's weather report, where it's quite clear and there's a bit of breeze. It's a clear forecast, so excellent conditions for a day of cricket. Right then, let's quickly have a look at the points table, and Pearls are at the number 1 position, couple of games, and have won both their games. Giants, well, also won 2 games. Capitals have won 2 as well. Vipers, Marvels and Thunderbolts, well, they need to do some catching up, especially if you talk about Thunderbolts losing their couple of games early on this tournament, and they should start winning games from here onwards. Right then, there you go. Those are today's fixtures. It is Thunderbolts taking on the Giants. And after that, in the evening, it's going to be ILT20 Pearls taking on ILT20 Marvels. So 2 exciting games lined up back-to-back today. Right then, we don't have much time in our hands. So let's head down in the middle where we have Shoaib with the 2 captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
It's bright and sunny here at the ICC Academy Oval 2, and it's time for another flip of the coin contest between the 2 teams. It's going to be the ILT20 Thunderbolts taking on the Gulf Giants Development Team. For the ILT20 Thunderbolts, we've got Junaid Siddiqui. For the Gulf Giants Development Team, we've got Ritya Arvind. And on to my extreme right is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The home side today is the ILT20 Thunderbolts. So Junaid, you'll flip the coin. Ritya, you will call. Tails is the call, and it's gone out of here. Tails it is. Ritya, congratulations. You won the toss. What do you want to do and why?
We'll bowl first today. I think just to take the advantage. I think batting under the lights is a bit easier than batting when the twilight time's there. So hopefully that works in our favour.
The journey has been pretty nice so far for Gulf Giants Development Team. What's the one positive that you would want to take from the previous game?
Honestly, I think the way we've been bowling as a team, as a unit, I think is the biggest strength, and hopefully we do the same today as well.
Tell us a little bit about your form as well. You've been scoring well, and it's always a good sign to be contributing towards your team.
Yeah, I think when I'm leading, I always want to lead from the front. Set an example as a captain, and I think luckily I've been doing that, and hopefully I continue throughout the tournament.
Give us your team news.
We got 2 changes. Wasi and who else is it? Wasi and Hamid are back into the team. And Samal and Shival are resting today.
Well done, and have a good game.
Thank you.
Junaid, they are bowling first. Were you also looking to bowl?
No, I want to bat first.
What's the reason?
Reason is, look like a flat wicket, and we want to set the target, and we have a very good bowling attack, so we want to defend.
What do you think now is going to be a good score batting first?
I think 160, 170 is a good batting. If you're batting first, it's a good score.
Give us your team news. Any changes?
Only one changing. I am coming in to look one place.
All the best. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Right. So the news from the centre is that the Gulf Giants Development Team have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first.
Right then, the captain Ritya Arvind of Gulf Giant Development winning the toss, and no hesitations to be bowling first and to extract any movement and purchase from this track. It is a new wicket we are playing on today compared to the wicket we played in the last encounter just a day before. It's going to be an excellent contest. We talk about ILT20 Thunderbolts. Well, I think this is a very crucial game for them. They've already lost a couple of games initially, so they need to get going, especially in this game. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for them to get a spot in the semi-finals. Well, Ritya Arvind, the captain, has led his team brilliantly throughout this tournament and has been amongst the run scorers. He's been making some excellent decisions throughout. It's going to be interesting. There you go. The umpires making a way in the middle. We're just minutes away from this important clash between these 2 excellent sides. They're very strong on paper. It's going to be a very good game of cricket. Right then, let's have a quick look at the 2 playing 11, starting off with ILT T20 Thunderbolts. Luqman Faisal, Hamdan Tahir with the gloves, Jawad Ullah the speedster, Ronak Panoli. He needs to get a move on in this tournament. Rahul Chopra, Aftab Alam, Umair Khan, the all-rounder, Simranjit Singh, what a phenomenal run he's having in this tournament. Good to see Junaid Siddiqui, the captain, making a comeback in this game. Awais Shah, Abdul Ghaffar. Right, then let's have a look at Gulf Giants development team. It's going to be Mohammad Zahid, the speedster. Hamid Khan needs to get going. Couple of games couldn't really get going. Muhammad Irfan, Uzair Haider, Ritya Arvind, the captain, and behind the stump, Syed Shah, Aftab Javed, Zohaib Zubair. What a brilliant performance in the last innings. Picked up 3 wickets. Aryan Lakra, Sagir Khan, the all-rounder, and the speedster Zishan Nasir. We saw how brilliant he was in the previous game. He was bowling the extreme pace. He was getting his line and lengths going in his favour and was bowling at the right areas. It's going to be Ronak Panoli to be opening the innings. Another very destructive batter on your screen. And he would want to get some runs in this tournament. Hasn't really got going. Yeah, there you go. The best is just 6 and he's much better player than that. So a perfect opportunity. It is a new day. It's a new beginning. He should just keep everything behind those last couple of games. And there you go, Hamdan Tahir. What a phenomenal game he had in the previous game. Best of 82, unbeaten, was on the verge of being the first batter to be scoring 100 here in this tournament. And well, what do we talk about this man on your screen? Zishan Nasir. He was throwing some fireballs in the last game under the lights, and I would say he was literally unplayable. So it's going to be interesting how he proceeds in this game. And to join me in the comm box, it's going to be Shoaib. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Awais. Yes, one of the most exciting cricketers in the UAE at the moment is on your screens. Zishan Nasir has been outstanding, extraordinary with the ball, and has just troubled the batters every time he's come out to bowl. It's going to be the first over underway. It's going to be Zishan Nasir taking on Ronak Panoli and Hamdan Tahir. 2 very aggressive openers for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. We've still got some time for the first ball to be bowled. Right, so quickly let's have a look at the best batters in the DP World ILT20 then. Ritya Arvind, who is going to be playing today, is at the top with 145 runs, 2 consecutive 50s to his name. Closely, in fact, a very distant second is Taimur Ali. 89 runs for him. Junaid Afridi is at number 3 with 88. Hamdan Tahir at 86. So clearly, Ritya Arvind is ruling the roost when it comes to those top batters in the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. And most wickets, well, Uzair Khan, no surprises there. He's got 5 wickets to his name in that one game and then got 3. The very first game that he played in the DP World ILT20 Development. Zishan Nasir, who's just going to be bowling that first over, is at number 2 with 7 wickets to his name. Good to see a spinner in the top 3. Zohaib Zubair getting 5 wickets. He's at number 3 for Giants. He will be in action today as well. Basil Hamid and Mohammad Farooq, Mohammad Rohit, all of them are sharing that position with 5 wickets. Most fours, Ritya Arvind again right at the top with 16 boundaries to his name. Taimur Ali is at number 2 with 10, and Mohammad Irfan is at number 3, who is also part of the Giants setup with 7 boundaries to his name. Top 10 best innings, the highest so far in the tournament is Hamdan Tahir. He scored 82 runs. Taimur Ali was the number 2 in that list, 78 not out, and Ritya Arvind at number 3 with 77 not out. So all the 3 top scores, if you see, have been of players who've played all throughout the 20 overs. And that's what you would want to do if you're a batter. You want to play long and you want to make sure that you get those runs to your name. There we go. Ball number 1. It's going to be Zishan Nasir to Ronak Panoli. This one's down the leg side and a misfield by Vrityarvind. He's pushed it towards the square leg with his knee and it's gone almost all the way towards the boundary rope surveys.
Yeah, not the ideal start by Zishan Nasir. Usually we see him starts off bowling in those right channels, in the right areas, and I think he was just trying to go for that in-swinger, but completely misdirecting. Yeah, there you can see Hamdan Tahir is signaling to his partner. So what a phenomenal knock this man played on your screen in the last innings. Unbeaten 82. Was just 18 runs shy of reaching the 100.
Yes, he's definitely made a mark in this tournament with those 82 runs. He did apply himself, and that's what you'd want to do today as well. Just take some time. It's not the most easiest of wickets. It's not the most easiest of opposition that you're playing against. So you need to be very smart about how you approach this innings, and he definitely is in form. He would want to bank on it, would want to cash in and get as many runs as possible and maybe book a place in the main event, the ILT20. Now that one just angles in and then leaves away from Hamdan Tahir. It's gone all the way into the gloves of Vrityarvind. Very watchful.
Yeah, that was a good comeback delivery coming around the wicket and straight away some movement early on, and that is what we'll see initially in the 4 or 5 overs. Zishan Nasir will swing the ball away from the left-hander, and that is where you need to be a little careful.
Yeah, that's much better. I think he needs to bowl a lot fuller, especially against Hamdan with that slip in place. Vrityarvind will be hoping that Zishan Nasir can give them that early breakthrough. Aryan Lakra in that slip for Gulf Giants. The fuller he bowls, the better chances of getting an edge.
Yeah, that is a much better delivery, right on the money, just bowling a little fuller, and that is the ideal length you would be wanting to bowl with the new ball.
Yeah, very nicely bowled. That's just where he would have wanted it to be bowled. And you can see that Hamdan Tahir was a little uncomfortable playing that shot. Had to just correct his shot at the last moment. And that's because of the swing in the air that Zishan is able to extract with the new ball. So good start, barring that first ball, which was a wide. Goes full again, chipped in the air. One bounce. And Hamdan Tahir gets to the non-striking end. He's off the mark with that single.
It's been a slow start by Hamdan Tahir. Rightfully so. You don't want to be targeting Zishan Nasir too early. You know, he's one of the premier bowlers in the side of Gulf Giant development and not really coming off the middle of the bat. And I think he would be glad that it didn't come off the middle of the bat. Otherwise, it would have gone in the hands of the fielder.
Yeah, sometimes those mistimed hits are a blessing in disguise. Wants to pull that Ronak. Doesn't get any connection whatsoever. He's somebody who's over the years not changed his approach. Relies a lot on his instincts and on his hand-eye coordination, Ronak Panoli. Doesn't matter what the situation is. If it's in his slot, he'll go for it. And even if it's not, sometimes he does go for a shot that normally a batter won't go for. Now plays it late and plays it straight to point. End of the first over. Just 3 runs off it. It's 3 for no loss.
Well, that is the playing 11 today for ILT20 Thunderbolts, and surprising to see Lukman Faisal not being sent open the innings. Well, he got runs in the previous game. I think they just want to give a chance to Ronak Panoli. We know he does open the innings throughout the season. That is what he's been doing. So might as well give him an opportunity, and he has that opportunity today to prove his worth.
Yes, and also him at number 3 adds a lot more depth to the batting order of the ILT20 Thunderbolts. So maybe that could be a reason why he's been sent at number 3 now. Mohammad Zaid, another sensation back in Pakistan. He's a popular figure. Express pace. And he'll be up against Hamdan Tahir, sharing the new ball with Zishan Nasir.
Well, also known as Colonel Zahid back in Pakistan, a very, very popular figure, I must say. Relies more on his speed, doesn't really have that swing going in his favor. It's going to be interesting how he proceeds.
Starts off well, just at the right length, gets the inside half of the bat. Yes, if you do want to watch him bowl, you've got tons of YouTube videos of this man on your screens. Colonel Zahid, like I said, he's a very prominent figure back in Pakistan in tape ball cricket. Gets the inside edge, there you go. And you can see that the team members are calling him as Colonel. So clearly that is a name that he's made his own here in the UAE. Colonel Zahid, Mohammad Zahid. He started off well. Needs to live up to his reputation and potential. That's much better yet again. Good call, early call, and it's a direct hit. Oh, Hamdan Tahir seems to be struggling. Direct hits are always very close. This seems to be like wicket number 1.
Well, this is disastrous from ILT Thunderbolts. The moment he hit that, and there was confusion right away. No coordination between the two batters. And they're already celebrating in the middle. There you go. Good pick up and throw. And he's way short. And that's going to be the first wicket going down for ILT20 Thunderbolts.
Yeah, that is going to be an easy decision. There you go. The confirmation comes in. And that means it's wicket number 1. Hamdan Tahir run out. He walks out after scoring 1 of 6. It's 3 for 1. So the new batter at number 3 is Luqman Faisal. Had opened the innings for the Thunderbolts, the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Today has been sent at number 3. Another impressive cricketer, Luqman Faisal. Someone who's come into the tournament with a lot of runs backing him. Ronak and Luqman both yet to get off the mark.
Well, this is a brilliant start from Gulf Giant Development. Mohammad Zahid is getting his line and length going in his favor. Will rely thoroughly on his speed. Hamdan Tahir, important wicket. Slashed hard. And that is going to be one bounce into the fence. And that is the first 4, a fan code 4 moment.
What a way to get off the mark. That was a very good shot. Stand and then slash. Great hand-eye coordination, and the ball has just gone away towards the deep point fence for 4 runs. Pressure on Mohammad Zahid now. Oh, that's a good comeback. Excellent delivery. Some more pace on offer from Mohammad Zahid. He bent his back and used his shoulder on that delivery, getting that extra bounce.
Yeah, certainly got big on him. Let's have a look at this wicket again. The moment he hit that, there was a bit of a hesitation. And it was an excellent pickup and throw. Reaction time was so minimal. But he's gotten an important breakthrough.
Short ball expected from Colonel Zahid. It's been called a wide. Too much of height, too much of bounce on that delivery. You expect that from a fast bowler, Ovis. You've been hit for a 4. You expect that next ball to be shorter in length.
Yeah, typical fast bowler's response coming in from Mohammad Zahid. Certainly he's generating that extra gas, extra pace early on, but this is where he needs to be a little careful, Shoaib. When you're having this kind of pace, you have to ensure you get your line and length going in your favor. Otherwise, anything short, anything fuller, well, get some bat on it and get runs.
Now a swing and a miss. This is a good ball. Much better from Zahid. And I think he's bowling well today. It seems like he's in rhythm because he's not bowling too full, not bowling too short. Bowling at that right length in the good length area. And needs to consistently bowl at that length. If he does that, I think he'll have a good spell, a good outing today.
Yeah, they have a very fiery pace attack. Gulf Giants development we saw in the previous encounter. Mohammad Zahid and Zishan Nasir. Well, they were literally unplayable when they were playing against Desert Vipers development. They got 3 wickets early on in the power play. And this is where they bring their expertise and experience into play. Short delivery. That's high in the air. Fielder coming underneath. And that's the second wicket down.
One shot too many from Ronak Panoli. He got that boundary in the over but kept going against Colonel Zahid or Mohammad Zahid. And that has brought his demise in this innings. Just not being able to carry on that momentum. And Mohammad Zahid strikes in his very first over. Let's look at that again. Gets the top half of the bat. Doesn't come from the middle. And a very good catch by Uzair Maan. Watches the ball till the end and completes the catch. Celebration time for Gulf Giants development team. Ronak Panoli walking out after scoring 4 of 6. It's 8 for 2.
What a start here from Gulf Giants development. 2 wickets already down. It's Ronak Panoli, the latest victim. And I think that ball just got big on him. Hurried on to him. And in the end, it was a nothing shot. So now, a partnership needs to be built up.
So the super sub signal from the umpire, Gavi Botha. This one's down the leg side, wide called. Lukman Faisal is now being joined by Rais Ahmed. He's the new batter. This one's down the leg side again. Another extra added to the total. So the super sub who's come in to bat is Rais Ahmed. And he comes in the team in place of Hamdan Tahir, who was just run out a few deliveries ago. What do you make of that decision, Ovis, that super sub? Rais Ahmed coming in place of Hamdan Tahir.
Well, I'll get back to you after this delivery. Oh, once again, straying down the leg side. Zishan Nasir really struggling with his line. He's bowling the perfect length, but just needs to control his swing. Well, I believe it is a very good decision to be sending in Rais Ahmed. We'll have a look at this wicket. Excellent delivery. And I think he was just beaten by pace of Mohammad Zahid. An easy take by Uzair Maan. And nothing short in the end by Ronak Panoli. And that is a big, big wicket. We know how destructive Ronak Panoli could have been if he'd have stayed the first initial 6 overs. Nicely bowled. That is a much better delivery. Shy the stumps, or he was always safe. And I think it's a good move. But then again, Shoaib, I believe Rais Ahmed, he's been sent way too early. And already 2 wickets down. You don't want to be losing another wicket. We know Rais will go for those big shots. And in the process, if you lose another wicket, it's going to be a disaster for Team ILT20 Thunderbolts.
Well, he is now out there in the middle and he will have to play a sensible innings. He's been drafted in the team as a super sub. Needs to perform with the bat. Now that's a pull shot and a very good shot indeed. It's in the air and it's out of here. Gets the connection right and he sends it packing for a maximum.
Well, getting a little predictable here is Zishan Nasir once again banging in short, drifting down the leg side. And I think this time Luqman Faisal was ready, waiting at the back foot, and he's got plenty of bat on this one. That'll be the first maximum of this innings.
Zishan Nasir is a bit expensive in this over. Couple of wides and then this 6 coming from the bat of Luqman Faisal. Some momentum for ILT20 Thunderbolts after losing 2 quick wickets. Now full and wide has been deemed as a legal delivery, and that is because Luqman just shuffled across the stumps before the ball was bowled.
Well, he's struggling with his lines here, I would say, Shoaib. Once again, on the offside channel, a lot of width provided. Luqman Faisal, if he would have got any bat on this one, it would have travelled a distance. It's turning out to be a long, long over though. Slower delivery, yeah, there you go. And this time, it's the right call, given as a wide.
Well, Zishan Nasir continues to be wayward. First, a few wides down the leg side, now one big one towards the off. So has been bowling on both sides of the wicket. And when a bowler is doing that, it means he's not high on confidence. He's struggling in his form, in his momentum. And that is an opportunity for the ILT20 Thunderbolts to get some runs. Make hay while the sun shines. That's a much better delivery. That is what Zishan Nasir is known for. And finally he gets one right.
It's been quite contrasting to what we saw in the previous encounter. Zishan Nasir, I mentioned earlier, picked up 3 early wickets for his team. But today, just spraying the ball all over. Needs to control his swing. He's getting that nice in-swingers going. Needs to find his line. Yeah, that is a much better delivery. Not the right shot selection. Wanted to play towards the cover, getting the inner side of the bat. And it will be a dot delivery.
Yeah, comeback of sorts for Zishan. This one was a mistimed hit. And very well done at short mid-wicket by Irfan to cut that off. The ILT20 Thunderbolts, the men in yellow, yet to get up and running in the tournament. 2 matches, 2 defeats. Can they change that tonight? Oh, that is a wonderful hit. Outstanding, extraordinary, and a magnificent 6 coming from the bat of Luqman Faisal.
Well, this has proven to be an expensive over for Gulf Giant Development. Once again in the slot, not hitting his line or length. And this is a sensational hit. Front foot forward, right of the middle of the bat. And handy over coming in for Team ILT20 Thunderbolts. 3 overs done and dusted. Score 24-4-2. Well, it's been a good comeback by ILT20 balls, and they have targeted their premier bowler, Zishan Nasir, struggling today, very unlike him. Nicely ball onto the stumps, tucked away beautifully, and Reis will open his account with a single.
A sensible from Reis, just playing it with soft hands and placing it in the gap for a single. Zahid has come out to bowl his second over. Gave away 5 in his first. But he's bowling well. Got a wicket to his name as well, that of Ronak Panoli. Now this is too far away from Lukman. Too many extras already, always.
Yeah, this is what happens if you try to bowl too fast, and if you observe closely, Mohammad Zahid is trying to bowl a little quick here. He's bending his back, he's putting all the effort, and in the process he just lost his line slightly. I want to just focus more on bowling at the right channels, at the right line of length, as the ball is relatively new.
Now takes the top edge, and all the way it's gone for a maximum 6 runs signalled by Aryan Lakra, and I think it's going to be 6 from Akbar Ali as well. A mistimed hit. Got his eyes off the ball, but it still managed to go for 6.
Yeah, that is what happens when you have that extreme pace. He's bowled short and he's got some bat on it, and look at that, the way it's travelled towards the boundary. That is what this man has to offer. Let's have a look. Short delivery, and I think he's just beaten him there by pace. But still, luckily, seems like it has gone for a maximum. We'll just have to wait for the signal of the umpire. Yeah, we're just still waiting. Have a recheck on this. Yeah, it seems like it has travelled a distance. And that's going to be a 6. Yeah, there you go. Confirmation. Maximum.
You have to feel for Mohammad Zahid. It was a good delivery, but it's still given 6 runs to the opposition. Sometimes cricket as a game can be a little unfair. That delivery was a brilliant delivery from Zahid. Excellent length that he's been targeting now. Bowls the slower bouncer, and very well played by Lukman Faisal. There's no protection in the deep. Even if there is, this was played in the gap. Lukman Faisal gets a 4.
Well, this is some really smart batting by Lukman Faisal. There was a short delivery, ball holding into the surface slightly, adjusted well, rocking at the back foot and hitting it into the vacant area to get another boundary in this over. So it's a good comeback, I would say, by ILT20 Thunderbolts, losing a couple of early wickets. And look at that, 3 sixes already. We're just into the 4th over.
Expensive over this. A 6 and then a 4. Now pushes it towards the point. A decent start from Gulf Giants development team, but in that last over and this one, they have leaked a few runs.
Yeah, absolutely. Sensible batting, I would say. At times, the batters, when they get good starts, they get a little carried away and just try to hit every ball for a maximum. But Lukman Faisal respecting the good deliveries, and the last delivery was perfectly bowled by Mohammad Zahid. Well played by Lukman Faisal. Short delivery, that's high in the air. And luckily, falling in the vacant area, and they will scamper back for a second.
Yeah, another mistimed hit. Tells you that it's not easy to time somebody like Mohammad Zahid. Luckily it lands beyond the fielder, Hamdan. In fact, it's Hamid Khan who's cleaned that up. And by the time he does that, they'll take 2. So the current run rate now is almost at 10. So this is a good comeback from Lukman Faisal in particular. He's on 24 of 10. Now beautiful. Straight to the fielder, but that looked like it's going to go for 4 runs. Will be a dot ball to end the over. 4 overs done. It's 38 for 2.
Full straight. Yeah, you're next to me. You're a slice lip.
Well, good little partnership building between Rais Ahmed, Lukman Faisal. They lost early wickets. Ronak Panoli the last to fall. And now it's going to be a change in the bowling. Mohammad Irfan, another experienced campaigner, has been introduced into the attack.
Yes, he's a genuine all-rounder, Mohammad Irfan. Can bat, can bowl, and has been contributing in both the departments for Gulf Giants development team. He'll be bowling the 5th over against Rais Ahmed. These two know each other really well. Played a lot with each other and a lot against as well. This one's off the pads, missed by Vritya Arvind. And the ball trickles away towards the fine leg fence for 4. Not the best of starts for Mohammad Irfan. It's come off the bat as signalled by Gavi Botha.
Yeah, it was a poor delivery, just drifting onto the pads, and all the batter had to do is just get some bat on it. And it has beaten Vritya Arvind behind the stumps, and that's a fan code 4 moment.
Yeah, starts the over with a boundary. Race. Oh, inside edge. Says no, Race. Lukman Faisal wanted a run. Rightly sent back. That was a good ball from Irfan.
Yeah, that was agonizingly close, getting an inside edge, and the scenario could have been worse here. At times, in an off day, just chops on back to the stumps. Luckily, he survives. It's a good comeback delivered, Mohammad Irfan. Nicely bowled, driven, found the gap. It's going towards the boundary and will trickle away. This is a good start here from Rais Ahmed. Now, a couple of boundaries in this over.
That was a glorious drive from Rais. Just placed it in the gap. You can see that didn't try to hit it too hard. And found the gap to perfection. No chance for the fielders. This outfield is pretty quick. And another boundary for Rais. So runs coming in thick and fast for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. 46 on the board already. And this is a very important partnership underway for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Oh, flicked off the pads. Another beautiful shot. And another boundary for Rais Ahmed.
Well, he certainly announced his arrival. Rais Ahmed is looking very comfortable now. Not an ideal delivery though. Once again drifting onto the pads. Flick of a wrist. Beautiful. Elegantly played. Into the gap. And one bounce into the fence. Another fan code 4 for you. So it's turning out to be an expensive over. And a good recovery and a great comeback by ILT20 Thunderbolts.
Cuts it this time. Uzair Maan at deep third. And that's the end of the 5th over. Another successful over for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. In fact, there's one more delivery to go. The 50 comes up in this over. And they're scoring at almost 10. Which is a really good comeback, considering that they lost 2 wickets in the first few overs.
Yeah, the approach has certainly been aggressive. by these two batters since they've walked in. Last delivery. Perfect. That is a good delivery. Perfect length, but equally well played by Lukman Faisal to get a single and close out the 5th over. 5 gone, 53 for 2.
So top 5 most 4 hitters. Vritya Arvind is at the top with 16 boundaries. Taimur Ali is at number 2 with 10. So leading by example, Gulf Giants development team captain Vritya Arvind. 199 fours. In fact, we've reached and we've breached the 200 boundary mark. 200 fours in the tournament already, and this is match number 9. It's going to be Aryan Lakra, the new bowler being introduced. Bowling after a long time. Haven't seen him bowl a lot in this tournament, Oves.
Yeah, absolutely. We have seen him bowl in the season though. Has been a regular member and is usually come to be bowling after the power play. But in this game, he's bowling the last over of this power play. So it's going to be interesting how these two men proceed. Nicely bowled. And it's a better delivery.
A good start to the over from Aryan Lakra. He is very handy and effective as a spinner. Quicker, flatter and on the stumps. Nicely worked away by Lukman for a single. First runs in the over. Last over of the power play here, Oves, and not a bad first 6 overs for Thunderbolts ILT20.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after losing those 2 wickets, Hamdan Tahir and then Ronak Panoli. This is some good recovery by both these batters, and since they've walked in, they've looked comfortable. Have been middling the ball nicely. This is a good start though by Aryan Lakra. Just 1 run in the initial 3 deliveries. Flight 8 played uppish. Not where he intended to play. But that's going to be another dot ball. So this is turning out to be a successful over for Aryan Lakra.
It's just 1 run so far in the 4 deliveries that he's bowled. So some sort of sanity coming back in this innings, because last couple of overs we saw quite a few boundaries. Not giving away anything, Aryan. Bowling wicket to wicket, and he is also getting some turn off the wicket. So a very good start indeed in this over. Even if he gives us 6 now, it will be 7 in the over, which is going to be a decent over in itself.
Yeah, on the other end, Rais Ahmed, he needs to ensure he doesn't lose patience. Just 1 run in the last over of the power play. It's going to be an interesting last delivery. Short delivery, cut away into the hands of the fielder. So what a terrific last over of the power play. Just 1 run coming in. 6 overs gone, 53 for 2.
So 53 for 2 are the ILT20 Thunderbolts, and you can see that the power play signal has come through from Gavi Botha. So the 6 overs are done. Not a bad start for the ILT20 Thunderbolts after losing 2 quick wickets. These 2 experienced batters, Lukman and Rais Ahmed, have built a partnership which is worth 45 runs. That's a really good comeback. But they need to continue to score runs, and they need to continue to have wickets in hand. They can't let go this game now. especially in the middle overs, they'll need to be very sensible and ensure that they keep the scoreboard ticking. 7th over, it's going to be Uzairman. Catches the call. Uppishly played by Lukman, but it's in the gap and beautifully timed. Sublime from Lukman Faisal, and he starts the over with a 4.
Well, glorious looking stroke. Full face of the bat, driven beautifully right of the middle. Look at that balance coming in from the batter and always hitting in the gap to get a 4 to start off this over. There you go, 201 4 now in this tournament. Once again, pitched up with provided. I think Lukman Faisal has missed out an opportunity. Might as well just try to play it over the top of the fielder. It's bowling a little fuller here, Uzair.
That was hit straight to covers. Aryan Lakra there. Uppishly played. They're looking for the second, but will only get a single. A very solid partnership between these two. That was chipped in the air, and Uzair, like you mentioned, has bowled full. He does bowl fuller compared to the other bowlers. Well, that's a much better length. Oh, misfield. Misfield at short third. Zishan Nasir is having an off day. First with the ball in his hand and now in the field at that short third region. What should have been a dot ball is now 2 runs for the ILT20 Thunderbolts.
Yeah, it was a casual effort by Zishan Nasir. It was straight into his hands but got himself into an awkward position. And 2 more runs added to the tally. There you can see it's not very animated. An off day, I would say, by this Zishan Nasir. Was struggling to find his line of lengths initially. Nicely ball. Fuller onto the stumps. Played into the gap. Looking for 2. And denied by his partner. Rightfully so. Excellent pick up and throw.
Yes, without taking risks, if you can get 9, 10 and over, I think you don't need to run hard and put pressure on yourself unless there is an opportunity for a clear 2. And I think they've done well so far in the over. 8 runs off it. 1 more ball to go. Clipped off the pads. And they'll be happy to take a single. 9 runs off this Uzair Man over. After 7, it's 62 for 2.
Thank you. For change. Right, come on.
So it's going to be Zohaib Zubair, the wrist spinner who's coming in to bowl. He's got a 3-wicket haul in this tournament. 5 wickets to his name. He's at number 3 in the most wickets list and will want to get a few more to his tally. Exceptional talent, Zohaib Zubair. Let's see what he can provide for the Gulf Giants development team today. Starts off with a full toss. 1 run added to the total.
He had an excellent outing in the previous encounters against Desert Viper Development. Picked up 3 wickets, gave away just 30 runs. But those 3 wickets he picked up at crucial stage of the game, where Desert Vipers, they were going along so nicely, and it was Zohaib Zubair coming in and bowled those wrong ones, which were literally unplayable deliveries. Short delivery, cut away. So being watchful against Zohaib Zubair is the right way to go about.
Good there, Waz. That's a big.
It's going to be a good contest between bat and ball with Zohaib Zubair and the likes of Rais and Luqman out there in the middle for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. You expect a good matchup, and that's what is going to be here. We'll see who gets the bragging rights over who in this encounter. Oh, a sweep shot and nicely done. You don't see that from Rais Ahmed a lot. He going down on one knee, and he too is having a smile on his face. I'm sure he'll be surprised with himself with that shot.
Yeah, in the end, he played really well. Getting his front foot, sweeping it beautifully. That's the right approach. Don't want to be targeting their premier bowler, Zohaib Zubair. Might as well just try to take 7-8 runs in every over he bowls. Flighted, driven, it's going in the gap. And that's going to be another boundary.
Well, that was hit with a lot of power, and it was hit in the gap as well. A bit too full from Zohaib Zubair, and he has drilled that towards the left of the long off, wide long off region, and he'll get 4 runs. Excellent hit and appreciation from his teammates. Pushed off the pads, just using his wrists, guides it in that mid-wicket region which is vacant, and there's always a single on offer.
Yeah, really smart batting by both these batters. After he hit a 4, just taking a single. Already 7 taken in the over.
Well, it's the ICC Women's T20 World Cup here in the UAE. As you can see, the Sri Lankan women team members coming out to practice here at the ICC Academy, and they'll definitely want to look at the match at hand here. We've seen some superstars around us, always. We're lucky enough. We'll talk about that in the next over. 8 overs completed. The score reads 70 for 2.
Come on, Yaro. आजा हरी, आजा हरी. आराम से आजा सभी.
Eight overs, 70 for 2. Another former UAE cricketer on your screens. That's uppishly played in the gap. Starts the over with another boundary for Rais Ahmed. Excellent hit for 4 runs.
Yeah, that was a very good hit from Rais Ahmed. This was a pitched up delivery and placed it perfectly away from that long off fielder. And gets himself a fan code 4. Nicely timed, nicely placed by Rais Ahmed. He's getting into form here for the team.
They're scoring some important runs, isn't it, Rais? He's on 23 of 16. 38 for Luqman Faisal.
Yeah, this has been a very good partnership for the ILT Thunderbolts. They need to pick up wickets here. The Gulf Giants development side. Straight to the fielder who's fumbled, but no damage done. Will be a dot ball. So not very good there from Rais now. After hitting a boundary, a couple of dot balls that can put the pressure back on you as a batter.
Yeah, they need to keep rotating strike. It's not easy, easier said than done, but they need to ensure that they keep the scoreboard ticking. Excellent spell so far from Aryan. He's bowling it in the right areas and hasn't given away a lot. 4 on the first ball, but then 3 consecutive dot balls.
Yeah, very good bowling, very good spell so far from Aryan Lakera. 1.4 overs, just 5 runs given away. And remember, he bowled 1 over in the power play. So he's been doing really well. Oh, that's another good delivery and taken. What a catch. That's a brilliant catch to his wrong hand, to his right hand, and put in the dive to pick up a very important wicket. This is a brilliant breakthrough here.
Yeah, just excellent bowling and has been rewarded with a wicket of Rais Ahmed. That ball just bounced a little more than expected for Rais, and he's hit that on the back foot back to Aryan, who goes with that wrong hand as you pointed out and holds on to it cleanly. A wicket for Aryan Lakra. He breaks this partnership. Rais Ahmed out for 23 of 19. It's 74 for 3. New batter in is Rahul Chopra. An experienced, very talented middle order batter. Plays for the UAE as well. He's come out to bat. And good bowling continues from Aryan Lakra. Another successful over for him. Gets a wicket to his name and gives away just 4 runs. 9 overs, 74 for 3. So 9 overs, 74 for 3. Lukman Faisal has been joined by Rahul Chopra in the middle. It's going to be Zohaib Zubair to continue. Slower in the air and very watchful Lukman.
Yeah, good delivery. Now that they have picked up a wicket, they need to put pressure on the Zoo. That's the last wicket once again. Hit him just a little too high on the bat, and very well judged catch by Aryan Lakra. He's a superb fielder and he's been a revelation today. Zishan Nasir not up to the mark, and the other bowlers have raised their arms for the captain and filled in for him. That's another good delivery, but they will pick up a single. So that's what you need to do as a team. One bowler having a bad day, the others contribute, do well. And as a team, I think that's how you succeed as well.
I think it's a good call from the captain, Vritti Arvind, to bring Aryan Lakra. We didn't see him bowl a lot before this, but he's assessed the conditions and he's asked him to bowl, and which has worked for them so far. Quicker, flatter, gets the inside half of the bat. That's a good delivery. Surprised Rahul Chopra. Was late onto that shot.
Yeah, that was slightly quicker as well. And Rahul was always going to defend that. New to the crease, he's faced just 2 deliveries, but opportunity. This is perfect condition for him, perfect situation rather. A little fuller there. It's in towards the onside. They will want to come back for the second. He's very quick between the wickets, Rahul Chopra, and as soon as he hit that, he wanted to go for 2.
There's a big gap on the onside, which can be exploited if you are agile and quick between the wickets. That's what they've done. Last wicket to fall of Rais has brought Rahul Chopra. He's been in this kind of situation on a number of times, Rahul. He does know how to make a comeback as a team. He does know how to pace his innings in the middle overs. And once he is set, he can get very, very destructive. Has the ability to hit boundaries at will once he has settled himself in.
Once again towards the onside. They're looking for two, but will wisely stick to one. We'll talk about Rahul Chopra in the next over. Halfway through, after 10 overs, it's 78 for 3.
Changes, boys. Continue करना. Ready. बस.
Hari Lakra continue, and rightly so. He's bowled a brilliant spell so far. 2 overs, 5 runs and a wicket. And he's bowling in the right areas. Outside off stump, not giving them too much width and not allowing them to go down the ground. And in doing so, he's also making sure that they don't rotate strike. You were talking about Rahul Chopra. Once again, towards the offside, it will be a single. He'll be looking for 2, but it will only be 1. So yeah, Rahul Chopra, he's very talented. Enjoys these kind of situations when the platform is set and he comes in, settles himself, takes a few deliveries to get off the mark, keeps rotating strike, feeding strike to his partner who's settled, well settled before him. And then towards the fag end of the innings, he will make sure that he gets that impetus that is required to finish on a high. That's gone. I think he's connected really well. That's all the way for a maximum. Hazrat Lukman Faisal with a maximum.
That was not all that short from Aryan Lakra. Not a bad delivery at all, but Lukman Faisal knew what Aryan is bowling and was ready to pounce on that one. There you go. Not a bad delivery, but he just read that ball so very well and he's launched it all the way over the ropes and into that school which is just besides the ground. They'll need a new ball for this one. It's gone out of here. And 6 runs for Lukman Faisal. He moves on to 45.
Yeah, that was a very difficult shot. Not very easy to hit it off the back for generate that kind of power. Like you mentioned, not a short delivery, but just the pickup was amazing.
Ready, Zabi.
It's been a while since the boundary was hit. Lukman has hit a maximum. That's good fielding. They'll go for a quick single. So 1 more run added to the total.
Go, boys.
Now this partnership is building up and they would want to break this partnership, especially Rithya Arvind. New track today for this day. Way outside off stump. That's nicely played. Too much width and Rahul Chopra pounces onto that and hits a boundary. This is proving to be a very productive over.
Yeah, that's cut and cut well by Rahul Chopra. It's in the gap. No chance for anyone to stop that. Trickles away towards the boundary for a fan code 4. As you pointed out, 2 overs were brilliant from Aryan. This one's been a bit expensive. Now flights it and a quick single taken by Rahul to end the over. 11 overs bowled, 91 for 3.
पीछे आजा सेबो सदर भाई रेडी हो नो 2-0
11 overs done, 91 for 3. Persisting with spin here is Rithya Arvind. That's nicely played, and look at that call straight away from Rahul. Wants to go for two, but an effort from Zuhaib Zubair has made sure that they don't go for that second run off his own bowling. Running hard, going towards mid-wicket and making sure that he restricts them to only one. This is the kind of commitment you need. Good innings so far from Lukman Faisal, unbeaten 46 of 26 deliveries.
Yeah, he's played a brilliant knock so far. Needs to capitalize and make more and play a long innings for ILT20 Thunderbolt. That's in the air. That is a huge hit, but straight to the fielder. For a moment, I thought he's got the connection right, but not to be. And he's lost his wicket just at the wrong time, Lukman Faisal. While Zuhaib Zubair, he'll be very happy with that wicket.
I think you've assessed it right. It is a very wrong time for him to get out, especially on 46. Going across the line, it was more of a top edge, but went miles up in the air. Very safe catch taken at long off by Saghir Ahmed. He's a very good fielder. And Zuhaib Zubair, he's bowled well, not afraid to pitch it up to the batter. 46 of 27 for Lukman Faisal. Gone with the score on 92 and the fourth wicket down. New man in, Abdul Ghaffar, left-hander. Good move this. He's scored 24 runs so far, best of 23 in the tournament. So you would want a left-hander to come in, especially when both the bowlers are bringing the ball into the right left-hander. But they've definitely lost the wicket at the wrong time. Opportunity this for the Gulf Giants development team to make inroads and not let this partnership settle. Pick up more wickets. Not really well played by Abdul Ghaffar. That could have been pushed into the gap to pick up a single, but goes straight to the fielder.
Yeah, surprising to see Abdul Ghaffar come out to bat a bit. Just a little too early for him. The left-hand, right-hand combination. That is what has asked the captain, Junaid Siddiqui, to send Abdul Ghaffar up to counter-attack against the like of Zuhaib Zubair, who's got another over to go after this. That's the wicket again. Well, Junaid will be in fact, Lukman will be very disappointed with that shot. He was looking so good until then. That one shot, and it's costed him his wicket.
Yeah, I should have tried to go downtown. Oh, that's up in the air, away from the fielder. That'll be a boundary. That's very well timed by Rahul Chopra. Well, how close was that to the fielder at short extra cover?
That was nicely played along the ground. A little in the air, just while it crossed the short cover fielder. But the placement was very good. 10 boundaries in the match already. 10 fours. Out of the 97 runs, 40 have come in the form of fours. Now pushed towards the mid-wicket. Rahul wants the second. Sent back by Abdul Ghaffar. End of the 12th over. It's 98 for 4.
Right then, 8 more overs to go. It's 98 for 4. Zishan Nasir getting another opportunity to make amends. Hasn't been having a very good day, but that can completely change in the span of one delivery. One good delivery, pick up a wicket, and you'll get your confidence back.
Yes, they need him to be back in form, Zishan Nasir. His 4 overs are very crucial for Gulf Giants development team.
Oh yes, and also very importantly, I think this is the first time we're seeing Zishan Nasir bowling with the old ball. He always completes his spell first 4 and then has a rest for the rest of the overs. But today he was taken out after giving 19 in his first 2. Very unlike him, he always gives the early breakthrough to the team. But now let's see what he can do with the old ball. Can he be as menacing as with the new ball?
That's in the slot. Hammered. And through the hands of the fielder at long on. Could have been a chance. Could have been a wicket. Instead, it's going to be 6 runs.
But I think it should have been a wicket. That is the shorter part of the ground, and the fielder clearly was a few yards inside. Had he been on the boundary rope, that would have been an easy take. Haider Wasi Shah missing out on an opportunity. That would have been a big blow to the Thunderbolts ILT20. Not to be. Slower delivery, nicely bowled by Zishan, and equally well played by Abdul Ghaffar. These two now have played a lot of cricket together, so they know each other like the back of their hands. They would want to make sure that both of them, like Zishan Nasir, would want to pick his wicket, which I think he already did. He's won a mini battle. Abdul Ghaffar with the maximum. He'll get the confidence. But they need better fielding here, the Gulf Giants development side.
Short and wide, cut away beautifully by Rahul Chopra. Was on that length pretty quickly and has punished Zishan Nasir for a poor ball. 4 more for the ILT20 Thunderbolts.
Now when he doesn't get in his swing, it doesn't look all that difficult to play him, does it? And Rahul Chopra, take nothing away from him. He's a very good batter, square of the wicket. He'll always hit you for boundaries when you give him that much width. And that's another fan code 4, and this is proving to be another good over. 12 runs already of the over so far. Goes towards the onside, is connected well, and that'll be back-to-back boundaries for Rahul Chopra.
Great hands. Rahul Chopra, very quick. Excellent hand-eye coordination, and he just dispatches that towards the cow corner. Look how fierceful that was. Excellently done. And getting 4 runs just when it was needed for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Continues to put pressure on Zishan Nasir. 114 on the board.
Well, Zishan is clearly struggling to get his length here. The previous one was short and wide. This one full on the pads. So he's been spraying it around. Hasn't been able to find the right length on this wicket. Oh, that's a good delivery, but touch too high, doing a little too much as well. Will be leg buys to end the over. 13 overs completed. It's 115 for 4.
वही तो मैं कह रहा मनु काट के जान दो साइड पे बाद में आप ही ने पेड़ लो जो करना वो ज्यादा रेडी ज्यादा हम इधर रेडी
It's going to be Zohaib Zubair to continue into his 4th over. He's been brilliant in the spell.
just one
Nicely bowled and equally well played by Rahul. Conserving his energy. Strolling through for a single.
3 point
Now both the batters, they need to play some smart cricket. It's the last over of Zohaib Zubair, so might as well just see off this outburst of this talented wrist spinner. Exceptional bowling in the last encounter. And once again, finding his line and lengths.
He's gone for a big shot. I think he's connected really well. That's why Abdul Ghaffar was promoted up the order. And that is paying dividend. What a knock he's playing. 14 so far.
Well, that was a great move by the captain, sending in a left-handed batter. And he's absolutely just dismissed it from his presence. What a hit.
Yeah, that was bludgeoned. Everybody was shocked for that with that kind of shot. Even Khurram Khan couldn't believe it. Goes again. He's got the elevation. Has he got the distance? Oh, yes, he has. Back-to-back sixes for Abdul Ghaffar, and he's turning it around for the team.
Well, turning on the heat, they say. Fuller delivery in his slot, in the arc. A lovely flow of the bat. Another maximum into his name. So this is looking good now, and they're targeting the premier bowler, Zohaib Zubair, who's now proving to be expensive in this over.
Yeah, look at this innings from Abdul Ghaffar. 20 of just 6 deliveries. What impetus. Quicker, shorter, outside off stump. That's what happens sometimes as a bowler. You just want to make sure that you give away a single sometimes to a batter like Abdul Ghaffar, against who you're struggling. And clearly Zohaib Zubair had no answers to those big hits from Abdul Ghaffar.
Yeah, I think he just got away with that. It was a short delivery firing on towards the batter. A sort of width provided. And I think Zohaib Zubair will be pleased to see the back of Abdul Ghaffar. It's going to be Rahul Chopra on strike.
This is very intelligent, very sensible from Rahul. With the leg spinner bowling, he's making sure that he gives as much strike as possible to his left-handed partner, who's already torn him apart in this over. Couple of sixes. And the figures, spoiling the figures for Zohaib Zubair. One more delivery to go in his spell in this 14th over. Now what does he do? Does he go for a big hit? I'm sure he will. Yeah, he goes for a big hit. That was a quicker delivery. He was anticipating that, and that's been bludgeoned over mid-wicket for a maximum. What a way to end the over.
Yeah, a very expensive over coming in. Zohair bowling a fuller delivery, firing it onto the offside. And he was ready, waiting for these kind of deliveries. And he's got it right off the middle of the pad. It's an enormous hit. There you go. Acknowledgement coming in by the coach. 14 overs done. It's 136 for 4.
Lukman Faisal with a good knock, 46 of 27. Abdul Ghaffar still out there. He's unbeaten on 27. His partner on 26. Also unbeaten, Rahul Chopra. Guardian has picked up a wicket for the team. Zahid and Zohaib Zubair picking up a wicket apiece as well. So far, I think the momentum has shifted towards the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Gulf Giants would need to do something differently, and that's what Ruti Arvind has done. He's gone to his medium pacer, Saghir Khan, who's already picked up some wickets in the domestic circuit. Nicely bowled. According to his field, this is a good field setup if he's going to bowl to that. One thing he needs to be careful, he can't bowl anything straight to somebody like Abdul Ghaffar. We've seen him, doesn't cut the ball, doesn't go for the sweep. So those square fielders can be moved more finer and force him to play downtown with those short pitch deliveries.
Again, that is the right way to go about, Rashid. I think he needs to just vary his pace here, not become a little predictable. That is what we've seen Saghir Khan. Just keeps on bowling those short deliveries. So want to see him bowling a little fuller, bowled a fuller delivery, but it has come underneath the bat. And welcome, says Abdul Ghaffar.
Oh, too full there from Saghir Khan. He tried the variation. I think it was the attempted slower delivery. We'll find out in the replay. Yeah, it was the slower delivery. But too full on Abdul Ghaffar. It was in the arc and out of the park. Got the distance, got the elevation. And he's hit another maximum. That's number 5 for him in this innings already. 33 of just 9. What an innings this has been. This has been absolute carnage from Abdul Ghaffar. Since he's come out, he's increased the run rate. It's gone to 10 and over and has torn this bowling apart.
Yeah, absolutely. The decision to send him up the order has certainly paid off. It has gone into the favour of ILT20 Thunderbolts. Lost those early couple of wickets, but then Lukman Faisal, Rahul Chopra, and of course Abdul Ghaffar. Well, what a brilliant blistering knock he's playing.
Short delivery, that's up in the air, but I think that'll fall short of the fielder. That's a good surprise delivery from Saghir Khan. That's what they need to do. Vary their lengths. I don't think this is a track where you can really deceive the bowler with the slower deliveries. The variation has to come, but somebody like Saghir, who's a little predictable with his slower deliveries, I think he'll have to rely a lot on his lengths.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he just needs to go back to his basics. Try to bowl in the right length. There's no movement as such. He's coming onto the bat really nicely driven. It's going to be a single. So singles is not going to be a problem for Gulf Giants development. They need to ensure to stop the run flow of these boundaries and maximums, giving away plenty of runs.
Oh yes, this looks like a wicket where there'll be a lot of runs. Like you mentioned, the ball is coming onto the bat really nicely. And on occasions we have seen batters going across the line as well and getting the reward. But to do so, you need to make sure you don't give away freebies. Oh, that's another very good delivery. That's the length where you need to be. Saghir Khan has finally found a length where he can make Abdul Ghaffar uncomfortable.
Yeah, the last delivery just got big on him. Completely taken him by surprise. Excellent delivery though by Saghir Khan. Certainly generating that extra pace in this over. So good comeback, I would say. 9 runs given in the 15th over. 1 good delivery. Short delivery and right call by the umpire. Way too wide.
Yeah, that's another thing they need to control. Extras is something that can come back to haunt them, especially while chasing. So you can't give away too many extras. And also Saghir Khan needs to be careful with that length against Rahul Chopra. He's very strong square of the wicket, so you can't allow him width. Oh, he's gone for the big shot. There is a fielder placed there and goes straight to hand. That was the plan, and that has been executed perfectly by Saghir Khan. Rahul Chopra falls for that plan and will have to walk back.
Yeah, really smart captaincy and great bowling by Saghir. Kept on bowling those short deliveries, and the batter, knowing that there was a fielder placed just for these kind of deliveries, in the end it was straight into the hands of the fielder. A very safe catch. And that's another wicket gone down. It's going to be Rahul Chopra. After scoring 28, we'll have to go back. 147 for 5.
Five more overs to go. I think the ILT Thunderbolts, ILT20 Thunderbolts have lost a wicket at the wrong time. We've been saying this, but every batter that has come in to bat has contributed, has made sure that he gets some runs under their belt. Last man to go out, Rahul Chopra, got 28. But the danger man is still out there, Abdul Ghaffar, on 34 of 11. Good move to bring in Mohammad Zahid. He's quick, he's got pace, and he relies a lot on those short pitch deliveries. And clearly, we saw in the last over as well, Abdul Ghaffar is struggling against those short pitch deliveries. So Ritya has read the conditions well, situation nicely. Oh, nicely bowled, but awkward bounce right in front of Ritya Arvind. Unable to collect that clean. He will be a bye there. They'll cross through for a single. Aftab Alam for the first time in this game. That's the last wicket once again. Instinctively played by Rahul Chopra. He knew there was a fielder there. But as I mentioned earlier, he's got that. He can't stop himself from playing that shot, which is why this is excellent captaincy, good execution of the plan by Saghir Khan to fetch him a wicket. Aftab Javed on the 8 runs in the tournament so far, up against Mohammad Zahid, who's all fired up. Straight to the fielder. Now opportunity for the Gulf Giants development side to stop the flow of runs, get back into the game and try to finish off this innings under 180, 170.
Yeah, absolutely, Rashid. This is the time when they can bounce back, and that's the reason they have gone back to Mohammad Zahid, their premier bowler. If they can knock out Abdul Ghaffar at this stage of the game, well, they'll be pretty much back into this contest.
And if he stays till the end, you're looking at 230, 240. Nicely guided towards short third. They'll pick up a single. And more importantly, it's going to be Abdul Ghaffar up against Mohammad Zahid. But I think this is going to be a very interesting contest between the two. Zahid is very quick. Abdul Ghaffar, again, another batter who can't hold himself back. If it's in his zone, he'll go for it. And with the way this innings has been going, he's connected really well.
Yeah, absolutely. You need such batters in your side. More often than not, they might get you those quick runs, and that is exactly what Abdul Ghaffar has done. 12 deliveries, 34 already. Short delivery, missing it out completely. There was an opportunity. I think it was just too quick for Abdul Ghaffar.
Yeah, clearly he's been struggling against the short pitch delivery, but once again, he couldn't hold himself back. Couple more deliveries to go in the over. 149 for 5. So this is where Colonel Zahid, with his pace, if he comes up with a variation of a slower delivery, he might be able to deceive Abdul Ghaffar, but needs to make sure, can't be too full against him. Goes for the slower delivery. Nicely played straight to mid-off. They'll pick up a quick single and get the 150 up for the team.
Yeah, this has been a great comeback by ILT20 Thunderbolts, losing those couple of early wickets, and that was a time when they had a perfect opportunity to grab. But then it has been a brilliant knock in the middle by the middle order batters.
Some players from the ILT20 Pearls team, Yasir Kaleem and Shahid Iqbal Bhutta, waiting for their game. Goes for the scoop shot, connects it nicely. They might be able to cut that off. There is a fielder. Samal Udavatta relays it back to nobody. And they'll pick up 2 easy runs to end the over. 16 overs completed. It's 152 for 5. Saghir to continue into his second over, goes for the short delivery, slower short pitch delivery, will be a wide. Not a very good delivery to start with. One for the over called as well, so he can't rely on those short pitch deliveries. Saghir Khan gave away 11, picked up a wicket, 10 rather. Oh, that's hurried on to Abdul Ghaffar. Got it towards the top part of his bat, but they crossed through for a quick single. One more run added to the total as we have a change in the voice in the com box. Joining me is Faizan Khan. Good evening, Faizan. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Rashid. Yeah, very good. 154 runs till now, so 4 more overs. In fact, 3.5 more overs remaining after this delivery. Projected score at 9.53 is going to be 190, which is going to be a very good total here. We've already seen 195 being overhauled, so that was the biggest total in the first innings, but that was in the night game. This is the first match during the day that we've seen where runs are coming in easily. Wide another one. So that's not good bowling from Saghir. He's trying to keep it away from the batters, but that's not the way.
Yeah, that was too wide there from Saghir. This is a very good batting track, Faizan. We've seen bat coming onto the bowl coming onto the bat rather, very nicely. And if you play a nice shot, you get full rewards. We've seen a few played across the line as well, which have connected well. Oh, that's a magnificent hit from Aftab Alam. I think that's gone all the way for a maximum. That is testament to how good this wicket is to bat on.
Yeah, there goes an example of what Rashid was talking about. 119th six of the tournament. Stand and deliver. It wasn't a bad ball by any means. And it takes a lot to get on top of your toes and hit it like that. It was more like a tennis shot. A forearm coming in from the batter, Aftab Alam. He's looking good. 9 to his name of just 4 deliveries. Abdul Ghaffar, 36 of 15 already. Pressure on Saghir. Swing and a miss. Poor shot.
I think he just pulled his length back. Aftab Alam, we could see he was in two minds. If just not able to decide if he should come down the track or play from where he is, and he was caught in the middle. Didn't do either, which is why he couldn't connect. Some young talent watching the game as well. Future superstars.
Watching it from the road, passing by possibly. After finishing his cricket game, he must be thinking, I would have hit it out of the park. Looking at that last shot from Aftab.
Oh, once again tries to hit it too hard there. Ritya Arvind missing out as well. Very rare to see him fumble.
Now I am thinking I could have hit that out of the park, because that was right in the slot. It wasn't a great delivery. I think it was just the pace that beat him there. Falling short of Ritya also, and he spilled it. He's normally a very safe keeper.
You're being too harsh. I think that got an extra bit of bounce as well, which is why he missed it. And to add to it, he was going about it with a lot of force. And sometimes you just lose your shape when you're trying to hit it too hard. Good delivery. He's bowling well against Abdul Ghaffar, who's taken this bowling apart with his hitting, magnificent hitting, 36 of just 16. But against Saghir Khan, he has no answers.
Yeah, good comeback from Saghir. After that 6, he's bowled a couple of good deliveries, and now this one. So he hasn't given away a lot of runs in this over. Minus a couple of wides. That wasn't good. You need to bowl consistently in the right areas to restrict a team, and they've done well. In the last couple of overs here, 162 for 5. Well, that's slashed hard. It's going in the gap, at least a 2. Ghaffar will have to run hard. He doesn't like to do that though. But will easily get it now to finish the over. 2 more runs to end the over. Another expensive over comes in. It's 17 overs gone, 164 for 5.
Colonel Zahid to continue bowling his 4th over of the spell, and the last one. He's given away 23, picked up a wicket. Well, that's officially played. Opportunity and dropped. Saghir has dropped that. I think it was in the lights. That's what he's pointing to. But that's a very simple catch. I think he hasn't done badly.
Well, yeah, he's a very good fielder usually, very safe fielder. And this was hit right to him. It was easy as they come, and just couldn't get it between his hands there and hurt his forehead on the way. He's still rubbing it off. But that's a dropped catch. No matter what, no matter how easy or difficult it was, it is a dropped opportunity.
Yeah, you're right. He's a very safe fielder, but he's very lucky that it hasn't. He's trying to force him to keep his head straight, but he's turning it.
That's an okay. I don't think there was a concussion test required on that ball because it just hit him softly in the forehead. But it's good to see that those procedures, those rules are followed everywhere, even in domestic cricket.
Yes, protocols followed, and rightly so. They are important. You never know. That's gone many a miles. He's got the elevation. And has he got the distance? Saghir Khan, who's picked up a blinder. That is the catch. That is testament to how good a fielder he is.
Yeah, he has redeemed himself there. And that too, a big wicket of Ghaffar. He was under the ball. It was very high. For a moment, we all thought it was going, but it just held back. And then on the boundary, taking the catch, jumping in, relaying it to his support fielder, and getting the job done. There you go. Safely taken.
That's a magnificent catch. He had his partner very close to him, and sometimes that can be an obstruction. But what a knock from Abdul Ghaffar. 38 of just 18 deliveries, strike rate of 211. He's hit at least 6 maximums in this innings. 5, beg your pardon. And he's provided that impetus that was required for them. 17.1, 165.6.
Captain Umair Ali Khan is the new batter coming out to bat. Hasn't had the best tournament in terms of runs. He's been captaining ILT20 Thunderbolts before this game.
Yeah, nicely done there by Faizan Khan. Junaid Siddiqui is the captain for this game. That's a very nicely bowled delivery to the new man. Right in the block hole. And Umair Khan has done well to get off the mark.
Yeah, he played a cameo of sorts in the last match. Also came out for just one ball and hit it to the boundary. Those are the only runs that he scored. That's the catch again. It was high, mighty. And this twilight period is a very difficult period to spot the ball. He takes it comfortably, jumps over it, relays it like it's a piece of cake. Well done, Saghir.
And tells him that that's how I play. I take the difficult chances.
He's the Rashid of our team. That's play towards third. Zishan Nasir there. Yeah, you won't see Rashid doing easy things on the ground. He will always take up the difficult job of managing everyone. Yeah, he doesn't like to go in front of the camera though. You won't see him there much.
Couple more deliveries to go in this over, and Zahid has bowled well. They've made a good comeback now. Want to restrict them under 190. Oh, that's a nothing shot. That's in the air and taken this time. Saghir Khan doesn't miss out. He's taken his second catch of the same over.
Yeah, that's a good comeback from Colonel Zahid again. He was waiting for that ball, but I think it got a little too big on him. Just trying to get out of it at the last moment. Look at that. Got to him a little late. He was into the shot early, and as Rashid pointed out, a nothing shot easily taken by Saghir once again. So they've pulled things back beautifully in the last couple of overs here. That's another wicket down. 7th gone, 167 on board. Awais Ali Shah coming to bat here. He's known for his bowling, not so much for his batting, but he'll have to play a cameo here to get his team to a total of somewhere around 195, which can be a decent total, especially in the first game. Nicely bowled, almost in the block hole, and he plays it down the ground. Single of the first ball gets off the mark, and that will end the over. It's 18 overs gone, 168 for 7. Lukman Faisal there continues to be the dominant batter in this tournament. Hamdan couldn't do much, lost his wicket earlier and was substituted by the super sub Rais Ahmed. It would be Aftab Alam who's going to keep the wickets for the Thunderbolts. He's still out there right now. 11 runs of 8 balls as Awais Ali, who took a single on the last ball of the over, is going to retain strike for this next over. But what a brilliant performance coming in from Colonel Zahid. He finished his quota of 4 overs, gave away 27 runs, picking up 3 wickets. Another super quick bowler coming into bowl here. Zishan Nasir has been decent in this tournament. Look at that, beautiful. Great start to the over.
Another opportunity here for Zishan Nasir. He's been very expensive today. Hasn't been able to provide the early breakthrough he normally does. But sometimes as a bowler you have a bad day. And I think it's good in some ways for the team that he's having a bad day very early on in the tournament. They can afford to have that. But a good thing for the other bowlers that they have they've raised their hands to the captain and have delivered when required.
Yeah, most of the tournament before this game, he's been pretty good. He's been amongst wickets also, especially with the new ball. He's pushed the batters onto the back foot, bowls that heavy delivery, gets some movement also, Zishan Nasir. But yeah, today is one of those days. And sometimes these kind of grounds are a difficult proposition for someone like Zishan Nasir who bowls quick because the boundaries are shorter. The ball carries away to the boundary easily sometimes.
And also to add to it, this was the first game where he had a left-hand, right-hand combination in front of Hamdan Tahir being a left-hander, Ronak Panoli a right-hander. So he might have had some trouble adjusting amongst those two batters. This has been smashed towards the onside. That'll go all the way. That's the kind of day he's been having, Zishan Nasir. That's the maximum from the blade of Aftab Alam.
Yeah, predictable there. He bowled that first delivery beautifully. He should have bowled a fuller length ball here. Aftab was waiting onto the back foot, although it got a little big on him, but he negotiated it well. Good shot for 6 runs.
And also, Faizan, this is the first time we are seeing Zishan Nasir with the old ball. Normally he completes his spell with the new ball. He gets a lot of swing going. And today he's bowling short. He's bowling those similar kind of lengths, but he's not getting that swing going for himself.
You're well spotted there, Rashid. Better ball. Much better ball. Calling for an out here. I never thought it touched anything on the way. If only he's lucky that it was right inside that marker for the umpire and not been given a wide.
And it wasn't very convincing as well from Zishan. That appeal didn't really appeal to me. But nonetheless, more importantly, it's a dot ball. That's what they need, more dot balls here towards the end of the innings.
Yeah, he needs a consolation wicket because he's given away a lot of runs. 42 of them, 2 more balls to go. Poor ball, very poor ball, and punished. That's going to be 6 more. Zishan is having a really bad day.
Well, that was a gift from him. Low full toss on the pads and nicely helped on its way by Aftab Alam. Tournament 6, number 121. Zishan Nasir, it's been that kind of a day for him that he hasn't been able to get anything right. Leaking away 48 runs in 3.5 overs. This is where Ritya Arvind needs to think of a plan B. when Zishan Nasir does not do well. One more delivery to go in the over.
The sun might have gone down, but Aftab is rising in the night sky. 23 of 11. Nicely played into the gap once again, straight to the fielder. This time they're looking for a 2 here, won't get it. Ozerman getting to the ball quickly and getting rid of it quickly. End of the over, another expensive over. Zishan Nasir just shy of giving away 50 runs in his 4. 182 for 7. 6 more legal deliveries remaining.
ILT ILT20 Thunderbolts have done well, but I think a lot of dot balls, that is something that should be a sign of concern for them. They've got to 182 for 7 in 19, but they had 48 dot balls in the innings so far. So if they could have converted half of them, they would have crossed 200 by now. Irfan to bowl the last over. Goes for a slower delivery. This falls short of the fielder. Shival Bawa at extra cover. They'll cross through for a single. Good start here by Irfan.
Yeah, good start. He's going to bowl those slower deliveries. Shorter, slower balls, difficult to adjust to them on wickets like these where the ball is stopping just a little bit when you bowl a slower delivery. This might be his length all throughout the over. Falling just short of the fielder there, Shival Bawa. So 1 run to start the over. Yes, you're right. 48 dot balls. That's 8 overs of dot balls. So for 8 overs in a 20 over game, you haven't scored a single run. That might just come to hurt them in the second innings. He goes big, gets the connection. That's gonna be a maximum.
That's great hitting towards the end of the innings. Awais Shah clearing his front leg. That wasn't a good delivery in the slot as well, but nicely connected. Good looking shot at the end. Didn't look all that bad, even though he cleared that front leg.
Yeah, brilliant. I think length balls are not for tail-enders, frankly, because they like to hit it there. And again, this time it's slower. He was foxed just a little bit. Only 1.
Yeah, this is better now. We've called 1 for the over. But I think Irfan is better off bowling short length deliveries and varying his pace with those 12 boundaries, 13 sixes. Not very often you see more sixes hit than boundaries in a T20 game. But today, Abdul Ghaffar, he had different plans and he's given them the impetus.
They've got to 190. Maybe a couple more here. They're running hard. They'll get there. Easily done. Not very aggressive bit of fielding coming in from Ozerman also. So 2 runs taken. 2 more balls to go here.
I had to cover a lot of ground, but I think his throw is something he needs to work on. Not very strong, which is why batters these days pick up all these small things, especially the coaches as well. And they would always tell you, in the deep, against Ozerman, 1 for the throw.
Can they get to 200 here? Can this be the first 200 of the DP World ILT20 development? A single taken. He's hurt, but he'll still run for that 1. Leg bye given by the umpire. So yeah, maybe they can get to 199 now. I am an optimist. What can I say, Rashid?
If you can hit it for a maximum, which have come quite easily. Some very poor bowling, I think, today from the Gulf Giants development team. A lot to work on, a lot to think about. But they still have 1 more innings to go. I'm sure it's going to be a team talk after the game and not in the after the first innings.
As Ishan didn't pick up a wicket, was expensive. Irfan hasn't picked up a wicket. He was the player of the match in the last game and couldn't make a difference here. Last ball of the innings to go. Score on 193. Awais on strike. Yorker to finish it. Brilliant. That's a direct hit, but that will fetch them a single here because I think Awais didn't leave his crease. It wasn't required, the throw. And he could have easily thrown it to the bowler to get a run out and a dot ball. Not to be a single added to the total. They've got to 194 here for the loss of 7, which is the second biggest total of the DP World ILT20 development till now.
They're very smart batting this at the end. I think they've done really well to put up 194 runs. Not very easy, especially against the bowling attack that is, I think, one of the best in the tournament as well. Very balanced. They've got spinners, they've got fast bowlers, they've got express pace as well. They've got somebody like Irfan who comes in and varies. There's a lot of pace. Saghir Khan, good fielder. They're a brilliant side, but I think they really have to go back to the drawing board. Even though they do well with the bat, they'll have to rethink of strategies when one of their premier batters does not perform, bowlers does not perform. Batting card so in the first innings for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Not a very good start at the top. They lost 2 early wickets, and then that partnership between Luqman Faisal and Rais Ahmed. 46 of 27 for Luqman, 23 of 19 for Rais. Rahul Chopra contributed 28. Abdul Ghaffar, I think he's the difference. That innings is the difference. Although he slowed down towards the end of his innings, he scored 38 of 18. But at the start, he was probably at 30 of just 9 or 8 deliveries. And Aftab Alam producing a good knock at the end.
That's the bowling card for you. Not very impressive. 4 overs for 49 runs for Zishan Asiri is a much better bowler. Zahid bowled really well. 4 overs going at only 6.75, picking up 3 wickets for 27. Irfan finished well, 24 runs in his 2 overs. Aryan Lakra bowled today for the first time, and he was absolutely brilliant. 1 wicket, 18 runs in his 3 overs, and all the other bowlers, well, they were also pretty expensive. Luqman Faisal, 46 of 27. He's certainly in form and is the leading run getter at the DP World ILT20 development. Along with Abdul Ghaffar, made sure that it is a decent total of 194 for 7. That dot ball column, that doesn't look good, does it? 50 dots there in those innings and 13 sixes. So Giants need 195 runs in 20 overs. Match number 9 at the DP World ILT20 development. We are going to go into a break here, and we'll be back for the second innings. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the second innings of this all-important and an all-absorbing game going on between the Gulf Giants and the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts batting first have scored a decent total, more than a decent total. This is the highest in the first match till now at the DP World ILT20. 194 for 7, that is what they've scored. Courtesy Lukman Faisal's 46 of 27. He's the leading run getter in this DP World ILT20 development. Ghaffar did really well coming down the order, 38 of 18, pressed the pedal. Rahul Chopra milked the bowling around, looked very good, but his innings was cut short on 28 of 21. Zahid, pick of the bowlers, 3 wickets, 27 runs. Aryan Lakra was brilliant in the middle overs, and I'm surprised he wasn't given the ball before this game. 3 overs, 18 runs, picking up 1 wicket. Saghir Khan, a little on the expensive side, but he picked up 1 wicket and picked up 2 very good catches in the outfield also. So 195 to get. This is the second highest total also in the first innings of the DP World ILT20 development. Giants would need to bat out of their skins to actually get to this. 195 in 20 overs. The wickets look really, really good. It's coming onto the bat pretty easily. But as a bowler, if you bowl those slow deliveries, it gets stuck into the wicket sometimes, and that has been a problem in the first innings. That is what we have seen. Junaid Siddiqui manning his resources. He's back in the side, and he's taken up the captaincy role from his vice-captain to his left, Umair Ali Khan, who's helping him putting the field together. As the 2 openers come out to bat here, Irfan has been given the responsibility once again. They dropped him in one of those games and brought him as a super sub, a bowling super sub. But since he's looking good and going good, they've given him the opportunity here. The other batter. That's Syed Haider Wasi Shah. He batted in the middle order, but he's been promoted up the order also. So the couple of changes are seen. Yeah, Haider Wasi Shah hasn't had the best of the DP World ILT20 development. 30 runs, 16 his best. So 16 and 14 is what he has scored batting in the middle order. And I think it's a good choice. He's a very good batter. Opening the innings, Irfan has hit 7 fours and 2 sixes. 39 his best out of his 50 runs in the tournament. Not a great sample size, but he's a much better bat than those numbers would suggest. Jawadullah is going to start the proceedings for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Very good bowler. Bowls with a lot of guile. Has the pace also, can generate those deliveries that can come at you at around 138 to 140 kilometers, and that might surprise you because he doesn't look like a bowler who can bowl those sort of deliveries. First ball on the way. In the second innings, Jawad bowls a full toss. That's going to be a single on the very first ball. Joining me in the comm box for this second very interesting innings is a very interesting man. It's Awais. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Faizan. We have a great game in our hands. 194 is what they've scored ILT20 balls. And mind you, Faizan, that was the exact score that they achieved in their second game. That was 194. So once again, 194 being set, but the last time it was chased by Desert Vipers development.
Yeah, certainly. They've done it once, they can do it again. Why not? Irfan on strike for the first time. Swing and a miss. He was trying to be cheeky there, played late towards third. And some swing seen from Jawad leaving the batter.
Yeah, hint of movement away from the left-hander batter, so might as well just give him a slip. You've already got plenty of runs on the board, so need to have that attacking mindset.
Especially in the first couple of overs when you know the ball is new, the lights have just turned on, it might swing just a little bit. And Jawad is a bowler who can actually produce those kind of deliveries that will surprise you. I've said this before, I'm going to say this again. So it might be a good idea. Attack sometimes is also the best defense. Swing and a miss again. He's in a hurry, Irfan. He's in supreme touch. He needs to make sure that he's there, see out a few deliveries. There's no need to be rash about it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is where he needs to be a little careful, Mohammad Irfan. We know how handy and destructive a batter he is, especially in the first 6 overs. But you need to be mindful that you can't really be afford to be playing shots like this, especially against Jawadullah, who's the premier bowler of this side.
It was a disastrous start for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Couple of quick wickets, then that partnership that changed the game around. Edged. There's 4 runs written all over it. But had there been a slip, as Oves was pointing out, it would have been a different story.
Excellent delivery, right on the money, brilliant channels, and created an opportunity. And where is the slip? That's gone towards the boundary. Streaky way to get off the mark.
I think there's a man who's on the 3rd slip position, but not on the 1st slip. That is not a very good idea. That's again a defensive position. If you're looking to attack, get a man in the 1st slip. There you go. That man, he's possibly in the 2nd slip position. And he was, before the start of this delivery, he was in the 3rd or the 4th slip position, which we also call the gully position.
Yeah, too late now. Jawadullah already just creating an opportunity, a thick outside edge, and easily would have gone in the first slip's hand.
And that's the difference between proactive and reactive cricket. This is a reactive move coming in from the captain. And again, this time to the left of that fielder that has been in question since ball 1 of this over. End of the first over, streaky 5 runs from Irfan. Overall, 6 runs scored in the first over without loss.
Come on guys, Heather.
That's the Gulf Giants team lineup. Syed Haider, Wasi Shah, Mohammad Irfan opening the innings. Hamid Khan, 2 golden ducks for him in this tournament. He'll have to redeem himself today. Uzair Haiderman has been decent with the bat, has lost his wicket whenever he's got starts. Britya Arvind, I'm sure he's going to come in at number 3. Aftab Javed, Zuhaib Zubair, Aryan Lakra, Saghir Khan. They can bat deep, very, very deep.
Well, good to see the captain making a comeback in this game, Junaid Siddiqui, to share the new ball.
Oh, just got the thigh pad on the way, I think. Or maybe some bat. Umpire Ali Akbar thinks there was bat involved. And that was a good dive coming in from the keeper, just inches away from him.
Yeah, not the ideal start though by Junaid, just drifting onto the pads, and that is much more like it from Mohammad Irfan, waiting for it, just guiding it beautifully, using the pace of the bowler, and will get a boundary into his telly.
Yeah, good work from Aftab. The keeper gets blinded when a left-hander is batting and you're bowling into the body. And to get close to it also is a feat. This time he goes big, down the ground. That's connected well. Beautiful. That's better from Irfan. In the slot, out of the park.
Well, how often do you see that Junaid Siddiqui being pumped on his very second delivery in the slot, trying to go for that fuller delivery. But in the end, it was a half volley and an excellent stroke by Mohammad Irfan, getting 6 runs for his side.
Good start for Irfan now. He's got a couple of fours in fact. One of them very edgy, streaky. But now he's got one from the middle of the bat. And this is going to be a different feeling altogether. But once you get one boundary from the middle of the bat, you feel very comfortable. Brilliant comeback delivery. Swinging in sharply. Perfect Yorker from Junaid.
Yeah, a bit of a stare down as well from Junaid Siddiqui. Excellent ball. And trying to go for that in-swinger. Beautiful delivery in the end. Mohammad Irfan did well. And that was very close to that off stump.
And again, closing the face of the bat, not a great idea on a Yorker. Because the surface area of the bat is reduced once you close the face of the bat. You need to come in with the full face of the bat going into the ball. Little things. In the big scheme of things, it might not make a difference. But that's the difference between a bowled and a save. Fourth ball of the over. Poor. Irfan had premeditated to come down the ground, but he still gets the connection right because there was width on offer. He gets 4 more. This is turning out to be a disastrous start for the captain here.
Yeah, clearly we can see he's struggling here. Junaid Siddiqui starting off the over, bowling it towards the leg side, then bowling a half volley and now a juicy full toss. And cashing onto it is Mohammad Irfan, 19 already, and he's off to a flying start.
Junaid Siddiqui coming back into the team today for the first time for the DP World ILT20. It takes some time to getting the adjustment right, to getting adjusted with the wicket, the pace of the wicket. Your body also sometimes is a little rusty when you haven't played for a few days. They're not able to find the ball there. So I think they will have to call for another one. Umpire Ali Akbar signaling to someone out there. I don't know what that signal means, but they're still looking for the ball. They've got another one. And very quickly. Good to see that. Very efficient, the management here. Well, Irfan is going to be on strike once again. 5th ball of the over, 14 of it already. Pressure on Junaid. And he goes big. That's dispatched. Hit with utter disdain. 6.
Well, this has been absolutely bludgeoned out of the park in his arc, in his area. And Mohammad Irfan, he is not going to spare you. There you go, bang. What a magnificent hit.
It felt right. It felt like a 6 right from the word go. The way he got into position. And he's making sure the organizers will have to spend a lot of money on balls. Because another new ball is going to be taken after this. It's gone outside the ground.
Well, turning up the heat is Mohammad Irfan. He's announced his arrival. And already 20 runs from Junaid Siddiqui. One of their go-to bowlers. Mind you, he's the captain himself. And this is going terribly wrong and against his favour.
I don't like the approach of Junaid coming in from around the wicket, right from the word go. Had he kept it from over the wicket, he could have bowled across the left-hander. Irfan is not as strong on the offside as he is on the leg side. He comes over the wicket, but the result is going to be still the same. Another fan code 4, 24 runs of the over here.
Well, it's raining sixes and boundaries here in the ICC Academy ground. Have a look at that. Fuller delivery. Irfan in no mood to play down the ground. Intentionally going over the head of the fielder. Couple of bounces into the fence. Look at that terrific bat speed. Excellent flow of the blade. And that'll be another fan code 4 for you.
End of the over. 2 overs gone. Very good start for the Giants here. 30 without loss. Jawad will continue here. Pressure on him also because runs have come in from the other end. Oh, beauty. That was a jaffa. Syed Haider Wasi Shah is just pure lucky to be out there.
Well, he'll feel very fortunate is Syed Haider Wasi Shah. Excellent delivery. Beautiful delivery. Hint of movement towards the batter. And almost ricocheting back onto the stumps.
What a ball. How did that miss? Nothing short coming in from Syed Haider Wasi Shah. His feet going nowhere. I think he was in 2 minds whether to come forward or go back. Ended up playing a nothing short of sorts. Beautiful start. But he got 4 from it and gone. That's what we were talking about. That's what Jawadullah can do. Perfectly pitched delivery. Curving in and getting through the defense. Between bat pad. Clean bowl, a sight for a fast bowler.
This is a dream delivery for any left arm pacer in the world. Full straight, hint of movement. And Syed Haider Wasi Shah trying to play it straight, but I think he just got deceived by that in-swinger. And that is a big wicket falling. Syed Shah will have to go back after scoring 5. 34 for 1.
Comparison after 2.2 overs. Thunderbolts 17 for 2. Double those runs and half those wickets. Giants 34 for 1 after 2.2 overs. As a new batter comes out to bat, it's going to be the captain, Ritya Arvind. He's been in supreme touch. Those 77 has to be one of the best knocks of the tournament. He paced it really well. And right after that, he scored a knock of 67 again in the next match, helping his team to win that match also. Total 145 runs in the tournament, 77 not out, his best. And that was possibly one of the best knocks of the tournament also. Not very big on 6 hitting, but he's got his partner on the other end who likes to hit it big out of the park. Oh, that's poor. Perfect delivery for a left-hander. For a right-hander, not so much.
Well, Ritya Arvind, the captain, will hold the key for his team. He has been amongst the run scorers. He has been in form and needs to stay right at the end. There you go. That was the wicket. What a brilliant delivery. Syed Haider Wasi Shawal, he had no answers whatsoever how to go about to play that last delivery.
Well, if you can hear the sound, there are helicopters going over the ground. Can you see a helicopter on the ground also? Well, I doubt it till the time Ritya Arvind is there. He's very technically correct, looks to play the ball through the line. And another dot ball here. For a good start to the over from Jawadullah. That first ball was a Jaffer. Second ball getting the wicket. Although wide in this over, but I think he's started really well. He's bowling in the right areas. That is what happens when you bowl in the right areas. He isn't trying to bowl express pass fast. He isn't trying to bowl those short balls. Just keeping it in the right areas.
Nicely ball and driven beautifully, showing full face of the bat. And oh, that is poor. That is not good stuff in the deep. And who's there? It is the captain himself, Junaid.
Yeah, I think that was not a good way to field that ball. Look at that again. He was running with the ball. He should have come to cut the ball rather than he started running towards the boundary already when the shot was hit. And then in two minds thinking about getting down or making a slide. Couldn't do either of that. Very poor. Maybe he's just rusty. Junaid is a brilliant player. Plays at the highest level. Is a regular in the UAE side for a long time in fact. But that wasn't good. Another single.
Yeah, you can't really afford to be leaking runs like that. Yes, you have scored a decent target. 194 is a very good target on any surface. But you need to ensure don't leak runs this way.
Yeah, very negative approach from Junaid. When the shot was hit, he started to run towards the boundary to stop the ball. He should have come horizontally towards the ball and try to cut it there. He might have had to slide, but that was a better way to actually try and cut the ball rather than chasing after it. 40 on board in just the third over. Still a ball to go. Shot flies away for another 4. Buys given by the umpire. That's going to be another fan code 4 moment.
But he went for the short delivery and that just kicked off the surface and no chance behind the stump. That was always going to go away from him. And that's going to help the cause for Team Gulf Giants development.
3 overs gone. Looking good, Gulf Giants. They've lost a wicket, but they are on 43 for 1. Ritya Arvind, 150 runs in this tournament. The leading run getter, Luqman Faisal, right behind him, playing in this match. Taimur Ali on number 3. Another very good player. Played a gem of a knock last time around, winning the game for his side. Good start to the over from Junaid. He's a better bowler to right-handers, Junaid Siddiqui. Usually you'd see him coming in around the wicket to left-handers, but someone like Irfan can make use of that angle because he's very good towards long on, down the ground, mid-wicket. Those are his areas. So you need to come over the wicket and try and bowl a little away from the stumps across the body of the left-hander. That should be the ploy to bowl to Irfan. And maybe we'll see that once Irfan gets on strike. What a shot! Oh, that's world class from Ritya Arvind.
Was so pleasing to the eye when this man gets going. Ritya Arvind has played a magnificent straight dive. Have a look at this. Fuller delivery. Beautiful. Full face of the bat. Always wanted to play along the carpet and getting a 4 in his telly.
Yeah, that was more like a defensive push rather than someone trying to knock it to the boundary for a 4. One of the most difficult shots. Any batter, any coach in the world will tell you that. The on drive is the most difficult shot to play. And he played it with so much perfection. And again, this time to the other side of the ground. There you go. Ritya Arvind is up and running, and that will bring up the team 50. 52 now.
Yeah, this is not looking good for ILT20 balls. For a moment, I thought the fielder was in for a chance, but he was struck with some fierce force and a bad delivery once again, providing a lot of width. That's going to be another fan quote for...
What great batting. He's on 13 of 6. He's hit 3 boundaries. One towards long off, straight drive. The other one, the on drive. And the third one, through the offside, getting down on one knee. If that isn't class, I don't know what is. Poor pressure on Junaid here.
Yeah, clearly we can see the captain Junaid is struggling here. I'm not too sure with this decision, him to be opting to bowl the second over. And we haven't really seen him finding his line or length. He's spraying the ball rather good take behind the stumps. 33 already in the 9 deliveries he's bowled.
A mighty expensive. 53 on board. In just the 4th over. In just 21 deliveries, mind you. 21 legal balls being bowled till now. Ritya still on strike. Irfan has blasted everything that has been bowled his way. Perfect. That's more like Junaid Siddiqui that we know.
Yeah, much better delivery. That was a perfect length and completely beat Ritya Arvind's bat there. Hint of movement away from Ritya. And that is the right approach now. I think he's just bowling or trying to bowl a little quicker here, Junaid Siddiqui. And that approach is certainly not helping him.
Yeah, I think he's looking a little rusty out there. Maybe a couple of matches and he'll into his own. He'll get his mojo back. Yeah, rusty certainly.
Well, the captain Junaid Siddiqui, he needs to put his thinking cap on now. I think now is the right time to introduce a spinner. And clearly we can see the fast bowlers, well, they're not getting that lateral part movement and struggling. So I believe spinner would be a better option at this stage of the game.
Well, I think Jawad has bowled really well. He was unlucky to have gotten 4s off inside edges, and the last one just flew off and was given byes, which won't be included in his tally. But it was very difficult for the keeper to take. So I think he's been a little unlucky. He's bowled well. It's Junaid that has been the problem. Coming back into the side, we would have thought that the bowling has strengthened for ILT20 Thunderbolts. But certainly somehow, I don't know how, he's turning out to be the weak link of bowlers here. Well, he's Junaid Siddiqui. He has made a name for himself at the international stage, and he can certainly come good. I have no doubts in my mind. Just needs to apply himself, bowl in the right areas, not think about results too much. Going back to basics sometimes can help you in cricket and in life both.
Oh, once again drifting onto the leg side and another extra.
That's, I think, the 4th wide of the over. We've all bowled such overs. Look at that. Just a nothing ball again. We've all been in a situation like this, Awais, while we were playing in our younger days. When we bowled an over, which was not getting over. And it feels so bad on the inside. I just want to get it done with. I just want to get it over with. And you come and bowl a white ball again. 4th wide of the over. He's already bowled 10 deliveries in this over, almost. Possibly the 10th ball, which is the dot ball. A legal delivery after a long time. 55 for 1 after 4.
Change boys, Sabah. Lefty on strike, lefty.
Those are the comparisons for you after 4 overs. Thunderbolts had a good over this one, the 4th over. They got 17 of it. But the Giants have had an even better over. 55 for 1 now. Got, I think, 15 runs from this over. Or 14 runs. I'll have to check. But Junaid Siddiqui, very expensive in his first 2. And I don't think he's going to come up and bowl his 3rd over here. 3 wides, 3 dot balls, 2 fours. 11 of the over. Flicked away. Straight to hand. Taken. That's a huge wicket. Rahul Chopra there. He wouldn't miss out on that one. And that's a very different way to console a batter.
Well, he can't believe his luck here, Mohammad Irfan. And the plan has certainly worked in the favour of ILT20 Thunderbolts. Fuller delivery onto the pads. And there was a fielder just for this kind of shots. Straight into the hands of big wicket.
I think he didn't see the fielder. Frankly, the reaction that he had told me that he didn't see the fielder. He was thinking that square leg was inside the circle, possibly. And this might have gone even for a 6 had that not been, there not been that fielder. Irfan played well for his 29, but that's not enough. 29 of 13 deliveries. 2nd wicket down. Jawadullah turning a trick here. Very gettable. 8 wickets in hand, 140 required, 95 balls remaining. Required run rate just 8.8, current run rate of 13.2. They need to take some time out, just be there, build up a partnership because runs have come in. Aftab coming out to bat. Aftab Javed hasn't really scored in this tournament, so it's a big time for him to come out. Wide. Certainly, it seemed off the wicket, but it wasn't in the right area. Maybe, possibly for Irfan it was. For Aftab, who's a right-hander, it wasn't.
Yeah, he's still getting the movement, and there you go. That was the last wicket, and it's a big, big wicket, I would say. Mohammad Irfan was looking dangerous and destructive in the middle, and there you go. A few words exchanged.
All in good fun. All in good fun. All these players have played together so much. They know each other inside out. Oh, that was a lazy shot from Aftab. His bat coming down very late on that ball. And that's why the oohs and ahs on the ground.
Well, right approach from Jawadullah, considering a new batter who's just walked in the middle. So might as well try to target the stumps. There was hint of movement inwards towards Aftab. And I think he considered himself lucky. He got some bat on it. Otherwise, that was plumb in front.
Yeah, he got off the mark, but that wasn't a convincing shot to get off the mark there. Ritya on strike. He started well. Nicely played again. Straight towards mid-on this time. That's going to be a dot. Brilliant 3 overs from Jawadullah. He's looked like picking up a wicket in each of them. He was unlucky on one occasion where inside edge took it to the boundary. On the very next ball, he got Syed Haider Wasi Shah bowled. And he was unlucky on that ball also that he bowled short and it just flew off and went for 4 byes. Nicely bowled again, right on the money. Perfect ball.
Well, this is the wicket they're going to be after. If they can knock Ritya Arvind at this point of the game, well, ILT T20 Thunderbolts, they'll be having an upper hand on this game. Mind you, Faizan, This is a must-win game for them. If they lose this game, it's going to be pretty much done and dusted for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We are into the 5th day of the tournament. Yesterday was a rest day. Nicely bowled again, coming in sharply. Ritya was shaping for a cut there. Just negotiated it well in the end. Another fantastic over coming in from Jawad.
Yeah, this is a brilliant contest between Jawadullah and Ritya Arvind. And I would say Ritya, he's playing a smart innings. He's not trying to target Jawadullah. He knows he's bowling in those right channels. He's getting that swing in his favor. Yeah, very, very lucky on an off day. That could have easily gone back and chopped onto the stumps.
Another good ball, just back of the length. Last ball of the over. Poor. Wide called. I think over ambitious there. He doesn't try to do too many things. He's getting some perches off the wicket. He needs to bowl in the right areas.
Yeah, it is similar delivery where he bowled his second over. In the last delivery, he bowled a bouncer and gave away 5 extra runs. So once again trying to go for that bouncer, missing his line completely.
They've pulled things back just a little bit in this over. That's pulled away. It's in the air. Can they get it? Oh, just eluding the fielder. Very lucky Ritya Arvind. The shot was not required. They will end the over with 59 runs on board for the loss of 2 after 5. Most fours in the DP World ILT20 development. Ritya Arvind 19 fours. Irfan is on number 2 and he hasn't even scored half the runs that Ritya Arvind has scored. That's the kind of batter that he is. Taimur Ali from Vipers 10 fours. Luqman Faisal and Hamdan Tahir both from Thunderbolts 10 and 7 each. So Ritya Arvind leading that pack by a margin here. Simranjeet comes into bowl. He's picked up only 1 wicket in this tournament, and that's surprising because he's been absolutely brilliant in the first game that he played. He was taken for a few in the second match, mind you. But that first match, bowled 4 overs, gave away 11 runs picking up a wicket. He comes into bowl. The power play is still on. Makes room. Oh, very close to that diving fielder. That's going to go for a 4. But that wasn't as convincing as Ritya would like it to.
Yeah, making his intentions very clear. Ritya Arvind, Simranjeet, bowling a fuller delivery. And that was in the slot. A lot of width provided. And start off with a 4. Fan code 4 moment.
A good shot from Ritya because he made that room to go through the offside. He knows this is the final power play over. And again does that. Edged and taken. Ghaffar with a very good catch there. It was dying on him. He picked it up centimeters off the ground. Huge wicket in the context of the game.
Well, they've got the big fish. It is Ritya Arvind, the captain. And a huge moment in the game. Simranjeet bowling a little slower, back of length. And Ritya trying to cut it away, but finding the fielder in the end. An excellent take by Abdul Ghaffar.
Very good ball. This time he pulled the length just a little bit more. Similar kind of shot coming in from Ritya, getting the edge. They say catches win matches. That's the example there. The umpires are still taking a look at it, but I think it was a very clean catch. It was centimeters off the ground. His fingers were under the ball. I don't even think his hand touched the ground there. It was cleanly taken from what I saw. But the umpire's call is going to be the last and final call. We are still waiting for it. We're going to see. We're going to take another look at that. This is from another angle. There you go. There goes Ghaffar. It was dying on him. Look at that. Look at how it's dying on him. For a moment he thought that it was going to carry, but he had to dive to take the catch. And I think he's done a fabulous job. It's going to be given out And if it is, it's the leading run getter for not just Gulf Giants but in the tournament. Who's going to go? Ali Akbar says he'll have to go back. It's trouble times now for the Gulf Giants. That's a giant wicket for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Ritya departs 18 of 15. It's 63 for 3 now. Hamid Khan has had a very poor tournament till now. 2 golden ducks in 2 matches. And he comes out here and he knows only one way to play. Attack. Will he change his game? He doesn't. Loud appeal from the bowler. It wasn't a good shot, mind you. This was very close to being 3 in 3 for Hamid. This is a better angle for this one. Between bat pad, goes to Aftab. He takes the bails off and I think he was inside the crease there. Was he? Look at his foot. It didn't go out. It didn't go out. He did lift it for a moment, but I think some part of the the foot was in contact with the ground. Good start to Simran. Oh, this has gone up in the air and another one departs. What a poor shot from Hamid. 3 ducks in 3 matches. And Hamid Khan was coming fresh from a tournament where he just hit a century. Very poor. They are into the game and they are holding it by the collar now.
Yeah, this is disastrous for Gulf Giants development. It is a nothing shot in the end. Wasn't really sure where to play and in the end just lobbing it straight up. And once again it is Abdul Ghaffar in the picture. You can't really keep him out of the game. Poor shot selection. And as Faizan pointed out, that's the 3rd duck for him consecutively in this tournament. Hamid Khan will have to go after scoring a duck. 63 for 4.
That's the comparison. Thunderbolts 10 runs behind, but with 2 more wickets in hand compared to Giants, who've lost 4 very quick wickets. They had a brilliant start. Now they're throwing it away. 2 wickets in this over itself. Simranjeet on fire here. First getting the top man, Ritya Arvind, the captain of the side, and then Hamid Khan, who was fighting some poor form in the previous 2 games. Couldn't get going today. He was almost gone on the first ball and literally gone on the second one. 2 for 4 in this over from Simranjeet. Brilliant start for him. Aryan Lakra is the new batter coming out to bat. Slip in place. Good to see that. And I think he was a better batter to come out and bat at the number 5 position compared to Hamid.
Yeah, and he has a huge responsibility on his shoulders now. Still plenty of overs to go. Last delivery of the power play. Nicely bowled. What an excellent over from Simranjeet. He's turned the tables around, picking up 2 wickets and giving away just the 5 runs. Power play done and dusted, 64 for 4.
Umair Ali Khan comes into bowl. He was the captain of the side before Junaid joined the Thunderbolts. Still a very important cog in this lineup. Has an opinion about everything. Loves the game. very passionate about cricket. And he's been in supreme bowling form in the recent times. Well, the umpire signalled the end of the power play. 9.36 runs per over, that's the run rate. That's required run rate, in fact. They're going at over 10 runs and over 10.7. That is not the problem. That was never a problem for the Gulf Giants. It is that 4 wickets in the wickets column that can create a huge problem. Aryan and Aftab, 2 young men. They will have to hold fort. They will have to build up a partnership. That is what is required here. Umair Ali Khan, first ball. Early call for a single, taken comfortably in the end.
Well, they were 53 for 1 at one stage, and then Simranjeet introduced into the attack, and he has created havoc. That was the first one. Vidya Arvind, a big wicket. The leading run scorer. What a take by Abdul Ghaffar, and then Hamid Khan. Nothing short in the end. Was in 2 minds. And there you go. Again, Abdul Ghaffar in action.
I don't think he was in 2 minds. I think he was in 3, 4, 5 minds there. Because that was... I don't know what he was trying to do with that ball. Very poor. 65 for 4. Pull in the air. And there's no one there inside in the 30-yard circle. A lucky single coming in. Another nothing shot coming in from Aftab. He wasn't going for it fully. And he was still trying to play a pull shot. There should be clarity of thoughts when you're going for your shots. It is like driving. When the red light is about to blink and you're thinking whether to cross it or not. If you stop in the middle, there's gonna be certainly an accident there. You don't want that. This is up in the air and somebody, Jawad, getting underneath, taking a brilliant catch. Oh, what a catch. He was in no position to take it. And has finally taken it. He is in pain because of that fall. Falling on his bottoms is very painful.
Well, this should go down as one of the best takes in this tournament. Yeah, it seems like he's in some discomfort. Have a look at this again. Short delivery, slower one, holding up in the surface. It was up in the air, and have a look at this effort. Oh, brilliant take. Jawad Ullah, you can't keep him out of the game.
Yeah, he's coming back from a couple of injuries. You see that he's wearing support on his back, and he also had a foot injury. Aryan Lakra departing here with his head down, and of course that's how the situation is. It's 5 wickets down with just 66 on board now. Gulf Giants in deep trouble. Number 7, Uzair Man. He's been played in different positions in this tournament from Gulf Giants. He's been top of the order, he's been in the middle order, and now he's coming in at number 7, the late middle order. Partnership is what is required here. That's the only way to go about it.
Yeah, I do understand they do bat deep, but then again, there hasn't been any partnership as of such from Team Gulf Giant Development. Half the side already back in the dugout. And 66 is all they've managed. They were flying high initially in the first 3 overs when they were severe against the captain Junaid Siddiqui. But since Simranjeet has come, he's certainly turned the table around. Loud appeal. And very close.
Yeah, very close. That was mighty close. Maybe the ball was doing a little too much and going down the leg side. And possibly a little bit higher also. That'll tell you the story. Well, a little higher, and I think it was doing a lot. So going down the leg side, maybe over that leg stump bail. Good call from the umpire. Yeah, you're right. I think they were on 52 in 3.3 overs for the loss of 1. Since then, only 14 runs have come and 4 wickets have come for the bowling side. Another good ball from Umair Ali Khan. He can be deceptive also. Bowls those cutters beautifully. But today I think he reads the situation of the game really well. He isn't bowling those cutters, he's bowling into the wicket and let the wicket do all the tricks.
Quiet over though, just 2 runs coming in. Nicely ball, perfect channel. And now it's going to be testing times for both the batters who are relatively new at the crease. So a lot of work needs to be done. This has been an unbelievable comeback from team ILT20 Thunderbolts. 7 gone, 67 for 5.
Points table. Top 4 teams will play in the semis. Pearls, 2 out of 2. Giants, 2 out of 3. And they're in a very bad situation right now. Capitals, 2 out of 3. Vipers, 1 out of 3. Marvels, 1 out of 3. And Thunderbolts are at the bottom of the table. And they have to win this because they have lost both their earlier games.
Well, at the moment, they're in a commanding position, completely having an upper hand on this game. Nicely ball, perfect length, perfect line. And Simranjeet is putting up a show.
What a good comeback this is turning out to be from the Thunderbolts. First, they posted a decent total. That was the appeal. The leg before appeal that we were talking about. It hit him high on the thigh. And also was doing a little too much, I think. Too much doubt to give that out.
Yes, keeping it very simple. There you go. We'll have a look at this once again. Beautifully bowled. Hint of movement from the surface. And yeah, rightfully said and pointed out by Faizan. Going down the leg and a touch too high as well.
Good to see a slip in place there. Nicely bowled, tossing it up. Simranjeet has turned the game around completely with those 2 wickets in the last over that he bowled. The first over for him. He's done really well. Took some stick in the last match. Didn't pick up a wicket. But in the first match, he was almost unplayable. And he gave away just 11 runs and picked up 1 wicket in his 4 overs. And he's continuing from there. Nicely bowled again. Into the stumps quicker this time.
Now, this is a very tricky situation for Gulf Giants development. They've already lost 5 wickets. And need plenty of runs. Still 126 to win. Another 1 wicket or 2 from here onwards. It's going to be game over for Gulf Giants development.
Still too early to say that, frankly, because 10.3 runs per over required from here on. If they get a partnership going, they can make a match out of it. We've seen that previously also in a lot of games. In one of the games, oh, that's up in the air, drops short of the incoming Simranjeet. He can have a smile about it. We'll continue talking about that. 5 wickets down for 70 on board. Let's take a look at that once again. Leading edge. Simran ran after it. Just could not get to it. Very good ball to finish the over. It's 8 overs gone. 70 for 5. After the 8 over mark, they were 70, the ILT20 Thunderbolts, but for the loss of just 2 wickets. 5 wickets down for 70 for the Gulf Giants. Not the kind of start they would have wanted. That's up in the air. He's got it in the gap. It's going to be a couple of runs here. Simranjeet took too much time getting rid of the ball.
Well, both these batters in the middle, they'll have to take this game deep and try to play at least till the 15th, 16th over and then see the situation of the game and then go ballistic. Where at the moment, they can't really afford to be playing those big shots. It's going to be interesting how Uzair Haider goes about his game. We know he's a huge striker of the cricket ball.
The problem with that approach is that the required run rate has already gone beyond 10 runs and over. So you have to look for balls that can fetch you boundaries. Another ball trying to be cheeky there, Uzair Maan. Short ball outside off. I think he wants him to play that shot behind point. Umair Ali Khan, similar ball, that last one also, getting some kick off the surface. So you have to find those deliveries where you can score runs, score boundaries. Otherwise, it's going to go out of hand. This is up in the air. It's a nothing shot again. Long on comes underneath. Ronak takes an easy one. And the 6th wicket down here.
Well, this is brilliant bowling by Umair Khan, keeping it simple, bowling a short delivery, holding up into the surface slightly. And in the end, Uzair getting himself into an awkward position, lobbing up in the air and an easy take in the deep.
There you go once again. Nothing short, premeditated. He wanted to go through the offside, I think, with that shot. And then playing it as if he was serving an overhead serve in tennis. Absolutely nothing short. 6th wicket down, 72 for 6. And they are in trouble, Gulf Giants. Samal Udavatta coming into bat here. Another batter, and he's the impact player, mind you, the super sub they call it in the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. So he's come out to bat here. Samal has opened the innings previously in the last couple of games. Couldn't do much. Oh, beautiful ball to start with.
Well, now ILT20 Thunderbolts, they've got a perfect opportunity to wrap this innings as quickly as they can and win this game by a huge margin. 123 in 68 deliveries. The captain Junaid Siddiqui making some right calls, and there was the last wicket. Umair Khan bowling a lovely delivery, and in the end, rightly pointed off as nothing short.
Yeah, Samal Udavatta, as I said, is the super sub. He's coming in for Zishan Nasir, who's been substituted. 5th ball of the over. Nicely bowled again. He's bowling it well. Those back of the length deliveries, getting some purchase off the wicket, some kick off the surface. And a single to get off the mark for Samal.
And also he's bowling according to his field, is Umair Khan, bowling those short deliveries, bowling in the offside channel. He's got protection in that offside region. So keeping the basics right. Getting 2 wickets already. Give away just 6 runs.
Nicely bowled to end the over. End of 9. It's 73 for 6 now. That's the next match at the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. That'll start at 9 p.m. local time from Dubai. The ILT20 Pearls versus ILT20 Marvels. Marvel also is a team that is in a difficult situation in this tournament. They are second last at the points table. That's gone up, straight up in the air. Will take some catching, won't get there. A 4 after a long time.
Yeah, this was a very safe shot by Samal. Drifting onto the pads, Simranjeet firing on the pads. And he's got plenty of bat on that one. Was always going to go away from the fielder. So much required 4 coming in the context of play.
There was a flurry of boundaries in the first 4 overs. And they were looking very, very good. Since then, they've lost 5 wickets. That's, leading edge falling shot.
Yeah, that could have easily been the 3rd wicket for Simranjeet. Junaid Siddiqui, the captain. I think he just didn't take the start when the bowler was bowling.
Nicely bowled again. 2 for 12 for Simranjeet into his 3rd over. Completely changed the complexion of the game. This might just be the last pair that they have. The middle order has done nothing at all. Good start from Ritya Arvind. But since he departed, they've looked very, very weak. This is up in the air again and dropped. Should have been taken. Lukman, the man there.
Here once again Simranjeet creating an opportunity, and that could have been easily the 3rd wicket for him. He's having a brilliant night out. There you go, trying to go for a big hit, not getting any connection whatsoever. And yeah, I think it's going to go down as a chance.
Again, I think late start for Lukman. Didn't see the ball possibly. Nicely played in the gap. That's going to be another single here. So runs not coming easily. They have to work hard for those singles and doubles. Required run rate has now creeped up to almost 11.5 runs per over. They started in a ballistic fashion. They were going at 15 runs an over in the first 3.5 overs. Since then, it's been very difficult to score. Current run rate now has come down to 8.1. It's getting more and more difficult, especially when they don't have enough wickets in hand. End of the over. Another fantastic over from Simranjeet. He's given away 15 in his 3. And it's 80 for 6 after 10 overs. There's going to be a change in the com box. Rashid and Shoaib are going to take you through the next 10.
Ten overs completed. Thank you, Faizan and Owais. It's 80 for 6 at the moment. And the Gulf Giants development side are on the back foot clearly. Required run rate of 11.5. Currently going at 8. Umar Ali Khan to continue. What a spell he's bowled. Oh, that's played up, Ishley. I think it's gone the distance as well. What a good shot from Sarbal Udawatha, who's been dropped in the batting order. But that's a mighty good shot. Might earn him a promotion here.
Well, he's a super sub in the side, and he's definitely hit a super shot here. That's not easy to be playing towards the extra cover. A bit full from Umar Ali Khan, and that allows Samal to go big towards the extra cover region. 6 runs added to the total. Glorious shot. Excellent timing from Samal.
They need a lot more of those to bring that required run rate to under 8 or something. That's played straight to short fine leg. No chance of a run. This is a good comeback from Umair. Although I think he could have done better. He's better off bowling his off-cutters, the slow variations he bowls, because that might just deceive the batters. They're going to go for runs, they're going to go for big shots, and Umar Ali Khan needs to take full advantage of that. He's bowled a superb spell so far, picked up 2 wickets, can add to that tally.
There you go, the slower delivery. Right on cue from Umar Ali Khan. His variations are his strength. And that is what he has been doing so far. Has surprised a few batters. We saw that last wicket of Ozerman was a short delivery. Was a poor shot from Ozair, and that got him that wicket. 86 on the board, 6 wickets down. Gulf Giants will want a gigantic innings from one of the two. Aftab and Samal, the two batters out there in the middle for the Gulf Giants development team.
I think this is the last recognized batting pair for the Gulf Giants development team, which is why there's a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. And like you mentioned, they need both of them to really fire today, and they won't have too much time to fire up. But important win. This is, if they go on to win this game, the Thunderbolts ILT20 team, I think that will really give them the confidence, and it's a must win for them. Oh, nicely bowled once again. Aftab Javed just drops it towards the offside, and they'll pick up a quick single. Now Thunderbolts, the ILT20 Thunderbolts are at the bottom of the points table, so this win will give them their first 2 points if they go on to win this game. And that'll open up the tournament then. Because we thought that Gulf Giants development side were doing really well. They gelled up nicely after that innings from Ritya Arvind at 77, where was in a winning cause, and that gave them that confidence as a team. They gelled up nicely. Everybody was supporting each other. They got another slower delivery has been picked and played nicely, but there is protection in the deep. Lukman Faisal cleans it up, but they'll complete a couple of runs. We'll keep that points table discussion going in the next over. After the end of 11, it's 90 for 6. Right, Pearls leading the roost. They've played 2 games, won 2 games. They're on 4. The Gulf Giants at ILT20, 3 games, 2 wins, 1 loss. They're at 4 as well. So are the Capitals. Vipers below them at 2, and Marvels at 2 as well. Thunderbolts, very important for them. Now, if the Gulf Giants development team go on to lose this game, Thunderbolts will come up and Giants will drop to number 4, number 5 position. So really a big change in terms of how the standings will be in the tournament, which is why I thought this was a very, very important game for both the teams.
Yes, and not only for the teams, but also for the entire tournament, as you pointed out. If Thunderbolts win this game, the tournament will be placed nicely. Very interesting is what is going to be the next few games. Simranjeet, he's bowled well.
He's been a revelation in this tournament. Look at that spell so far, 3.1, 10 dots, 16 runs and a couple of wickets. He broke their back with those 2 wickets. Meanwhile, this is played up, Ishley. I think he's got a hold of that. Yes! Almost beating the fielder at mid-wicket for a maximum. Mighty good hit from Samal. Remember, it was towards the shorter part of the ground, but he took that risk, and that's been rewarded as well.
Yes, I think it's Simranjeet who's bowled well. He's been courageous to be bowling to a left-handed batter from an end which doesn't favour him. That was not timed clearly. But he still got 6 runs. Yes, no situation. Good comeback. That's where he needs to bowl a lot more. Just outside off. Allowing him to cut is okay, but that slog sweep is something that Simran will want to avoid against Samal.
Yeah, right. Let him fetch it from outside off stump. That's another very good delivery. So this has been a problem for most of the batters. Not only in the Gulf Giants development team, but overall. Hit a boundary, won't be able to rotate strike. They need to rotate strike more often. We saw in the first innings as well, 50 dot balls played by the ILT20 Thunderbolts team. Quick single taken. Oh, they're asking the question. Well, Aftab Alam, I think he looks very confident that he's got his man. Has been referred. Let's have a look once again. Was played straight to the fielder. Nice pickup. Good throw. Oh, that's terrible running. But I think he's made it at the end.
Yeah, the batter not dragging his bat. and a little complacent in his run. Luckily, he makes it in time. Aftab Javed now on strike. Last ball of the spell for Simranjeet. They're looking for two. Should be just a single. Not the quickest Aftab between the wickets, and a brilliant spell from Simranjeet comes to an end. 24 of his 4 and 2 wickets to him. 12 overs done, 99 for 6.
Well, Shoaib, look at that. 12 overs, 99 for 6, 36 dot balls. So out of the 12 overs, 6 have been dot balls, which is what I had a problem with in the first innings as well from the ILT20 Thunderbolts. They played out 50 dot balls. So almost 9 overs as dot balls. They could have gotten to a lot bigger total than that had they picked up singles on half of those deliveries.
Yes, 36 even if you take half of the deliveries out of that, 18 runs more added to the total. That would have looked a totally different scorecard for the Gulf Giants, and maybe they wouldn't have lost so many wickets as well. Abdul Ghaffar comes into bowl. First ball. Aftab Javed looking to go big. Doesn't get the connection that he would have liked.
Well, Abdul Ghaffar has had a very good day with the bat in hand. Now can he convert that into his bowling as well? Normally, he's picked up 4 wickets, 1 3 for as well. So normally, as a bowler, when you play well with the bat, when you do well with the bat, you go on to do well with the ball as well, but not with the field. He's dropped a chance there. That was an opportunity of his own bowling. Nobody else to blame. I think he should have taken that on this level.
Yeah, that was not travelling as quick as Abdul Ghaffar expected it to be. And that's the reason why he just stiff hands and did close his hands sooner than expected. Chance for Aftab Javed, a dropped chance. Can he make the most of it? Clears his front leg, a mistimed hit yet again. The 100 comes up for the Gulf Giants with that single.
That's the drop once again. It was a quick delivery. I think he was early onto the shot, got the bottom half of the bat, which is why I think in Abdul Ghafar's defense, he might be thinking the ball is going towards the onside. Came straight back to him on your follow through. Sometimes not easy as a fast bowler. But he's bowled a good spell so far. First three deliveries yielding just 1 run. Oh, another very good delivery outside off stump, a bit wide. Samal should be livid with himself. He's missed out on an opportunity. That could have been that boundary ball they were looking for in the over. But turns out to be a dot ball. Good comeback. This by the Thunderbolts ILT20 team in the tournament. Now this win can really allow them to get a settled playing 11 as well. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Opportunity. There is a fielder there. And he will take it. That's a mighty good delivery from Abdul Ghaffar. Shaping it away from the left-hander who closed his bat a little too early and got the leading edge. Another one bites the dust.
Well, Abdul Ghaffar, he's been bowling a very disciplined line and length. This time too, just the right length, and Samal played a nothing shot, no foot movement, gets the leading edge and a simple catch at point. Lukman Faisal with that catch. Very easy, very comfortable. And wicket number 7 down. Samal Udwata out for 24 of 18. It's 100 for 7.
New batter in. It's Sahir Khan, 64 runs in the tournament. He's hit 5 boundaries, 6 sixes. Best of 41. Almost won them the game. That first one where he scored 41 and beaten. Oh, that's a good delivery from Abdul Ghaffar. Hit him on his arm. That was a quick delivery. Really surprised Saghir. Right, what an over this has been, the first one from Abdul Ghaffar. He's managed to pick up a wicket and gave away just 1 run. 13 overs completed. It's 100 for 7. Well, most of the batters for the Gulf Giants development team not able to make any impact in the game. 29 of 13 for Mohammad Irfan, Rithia 18 of 15. And Samal, bottom of the order, 24 of 18. Those were the only players who could make a difference. They started off well. They were 43 for no loss in 3 overs. Since then, it's been a comeback. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Another opportunity and taken away. Salisha picks us his wicket. And this is trouble times for the Gulf Giants development side.
Yes, this could be the final nail in the coffin for the Gulf Giants development team. Flighted delivery, mistimed hit. He was struggling, Aftab Javed. And this one, a simple catch off his own bowling for Awais Ali. Well, he'll be very pleased with that. A wicket in his very first over. And that's wicket number 8 down now for the Gulf Giants development team. Aftab Javed out for 7. It's 100 for 8.
Well, that's the comparison after 13.1 overs. The ILT20 Thunderbolts on 116 for 4. Gulf Giants development team not too behind in terms of runs, but look at those wickets. They have lost 8 wickets already. So the key is keeping wickets in hand. That is what every team should look at. Zohaib Zubair, just 4 runs in the tournament so far. He's got an uphill task at the moment. That's a good delivery. Change of fortunes for the Thunderbolts ILT20 since the comeback of their regular captain, Junaid Siddiqui.
Slower from Awais. Very watchful Zohaib Zubair. Saghir Khan, well, he can bat for sure. But he's just come out to bat in a situation where it seems to be very grim for Gulf Giants development team. This one's down the leg side. Saghir doesn't have partners at the other end. Zohaib can bat, but he'll have to bat out of his skin. Will be off the mark with a single. That will bring Saghir Khan on strike. Oh, missed by everyone. This is going to go all the way for 4 runs. We'll have to wait for the umpire's call. Yeah, I think there's some bat involved in this. Gets an edge, Saghir, and he's off the mark with a 4. Not where he intended, but he will be happy with those 4 runs.
Yeah, any runs will count here. No matter how they come, they need 89 of 37. Saghir makes room for himself, goes downtown, connects well, and that's gone for a mighty hit. What a good shot from Saghir Khan. Now you think he might have been better off promoted up in the order.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Making room for himself, waited for it, down on one knee and then launches it towards the long on. It's gone and hit the ICC Academy building. Clean hit from Sagir Khan, and that makes you wonder why wasn't he sent up the order. End of 14 overs, 112 for 8. So Abdul Ghaffar comes in to bowl the 15th over. He's only bowled 1 over so far, so clearly he's being used as a death bowler. Starts with a full delivery. Rashid Sagir Khan being sent so late in the innings, a bit surprising and startling at the same time.
Oh, you're right. I think that is very, very surprising. He's a batter who can change the game on its head. We've seen that in the first game he played. Unfortunately, got out on 41, but almost got them the win in that first game. But since then, I haven't seen him in the batting order. Meanwhile, that's a very good shot from Zohaib Zubair. Don't discount him out. He's a very good batter. Slight width offered by Abdul Ghaffar, and he's pounced onto that.
Yeah, was on the top of the bounce there and played it along the ground. Didn't try to play it in the air. Plays it in the gap and gets 4 runs.
They need a lot more of those boundaries to come their way and maximums. Nicely plays that in the gap. They'll be looking for 2. Zohaib is very quick in between wickets, and he completes that second run very easily. Well, this is good. This is intelligent from Zohaib Zubair.
Yes, he's a very technically sound batter, Zohaib, and he's got a very strong mind also. So he does know that it's not always about going berserk out there in the middle. Every over, every boundary counts. Now down the leg side, that's poor. You can see Umair Ali Khan not happy with that ball. You shouldn't be bowling there. This is easy pickings for Zohaib Zubair. He gets another boundary.
Yeah, still had to be put away, and he did that quite nicely, Zohaib Zubair. Like you mentioned, he's very strong-headed. He's got a lot of confidence himself as a batter as well. So you can't be bowling those kind of deliveries to him. He'll always hit you for boundaries. And remember, the run rate will come into play as well. So the team would want to get as many runs as possible, even though they're 8 wickets down. Nicely bowled and equally well played. This is a good comeback by Abdul Ghaffar. After being hit for some runs in this over, he's given away 11 so far in this, and a delivery to go.
72 needed of 31 deliveries. Teams have chased such totals earlier, but wickets column is a concern. They don't have wickets in their hand. Although Sagir can single-handedly hit a few big hits and bring them back in the game, but he'll have to bat all throughout. And that might just be a little too much to ask from Sagir Khan. Oh, hits it, launches it, and it's gone all the way. Another magnanimous hit from Sagir Khan.
Yeah, fantastic. Wasn't all that short. I thought that was a super hit from him. Picked the length early, and then the power of Sagir Khan. Look at the elevation and the distance. That's a mighty good hit from him. And like you mentioned, till the time he's out there, you never know what the result is going to be. Maximum to end over number 15 is 129 for 8.
So 129 for 4. For 8. Creating that angle, Javadullah. Nice ball to start off the over. He's got 2 wickets to his name. 66 needed of the last 5 overs. That's the ball again.
And now Zohaib Zubair needs to be a little more smarter in his approach against Javadullah. I think he's better off picking up a single, giving strike to Saghir Khan, who's middling them well. And they need him to be taking as much strike as possible. Oh, late on that one. Hit him high on the bat. They're going for a quick single, run out. Direct hit. Everything working here. And look at that celebration from Junaid Siddiqui. That's a very good pickup and a very good throw to get rid of Zohaib Zubair. 9th wicket fall.
Now that was a little desperate from the Gulf Giants development team. It was a mistimed hit and Zohaib Zubair was on the back foot. Saghir wanted the run. Zohaib Zubair responded and Junaid Siddiqui with a good throw gets the direct hit. And there goes the celebration. Zohaib Zubair out for 12. 129 for 9. Number 11 for the Gulf Giants development is going to be Zahid. He's on the non-striking end. Saghir Khan plays it fine. Plays it straight to deep third. Ronak Panoli there. Brings the new man on strike. Mohammad Zahid, also known as Colonel Zahid. .130 on the board. Just 1 wicket away is the ILT20 Thunderbolts from their first win in the tournament.
Yeah, a big opportunity for them to really get a good run rate in this game. Nicely bowled on the stumps and well played at the end by Mohammad Zahid. They're making some noise out there in the middle, the ILT20 Thunderbolts. And what a change this has been since Junaid Siddiqui has come back into the squad. He's made the right changes, he's made the right calls, and all the players responding to their captain. And at the right time, they're just about to win a game. That's nicely flicked towards fine leg. He'll pick up a single, get off the mark, Mohammad Zahid. But I think it's not over till Saghir Khan is still out there.
64 needed of 25 deliveries. A lot of runs left to score. And Saghir Khan doesn't have partners to complement him in this run chase. He will look to go and play aggressive. Try and get to as close a total as possible to that target. Pulls it and pulls it in the gap. That's going to go for 4 runs. Everything that Saghir is touching is turning to goal in this innings.
Well, what a knock this is from Saghir. Look at how easily he's played against somebody like Javadullah, who's express pace. He's wrong-footed, not very easy to pick up. But he's ended that over with a fantastic boundary. 16 done, 135 for 9.
Umar Ali Khan comes into bowl. His last over, the captain has decided that he'll take matters in his own hands. The former captain of the ILT20 Thunderbolts.
Good comeback. But he's got a plan against Sagir Khan. He's pushed the point fielder on the boundary rope, and he's going to try and bowl outside off stump, force him to play towards that region. Some of these batters, we know they are very instinctive, can't hold themselves back. When they see a ball outside off stump, they'll go for that slash and might end up losing their wicket. So trap has been set. Oh, good delivery outside off stump. He was moving across. Even Sagir knew what the plan was, but very well executed by Umair.
Yeah, clearly he is going to bowl in that area. Sagir first shuffling across the stumps and then trying to cut it. Making room would have been a better option. Again, shuffles, slashes, 2 is the call. It's in the air and will be dropped by Simranjeet. Well, this should have been taken. Could have been the end of the game. And Umar Ali Khan is not happy, and rightly so. At this level, that's a sitter.
Yeah, I think the plan was set. The position was perfect, but Simranjeet unable to get a hand to that as well. He fell for the trap, but the execution at the end by the fielder, not what Umair expected. Oh, that's a good delivery. That's a brilliant delivery. That plan is certainly working for the Gulf Giants development side. Not working, rather, for them. Sagir Khan missing out. And I think he's trying a little too much there.
He just needs to play on the merit. If he can find the gap on the offside, he'll still get 4 runs. So trying too hard, as you pointed out. If he can place the ball in the gap, he will get value for his shots.
And Shoaib, with short third in the circle, he can just guide that towards that region and earn himself easy boundaries. But he's going for those big shots. He's going for gaps. Simranjeet unable to cut that off. Was a valiant effort, but will be a boundary eventually.
Yeah, not the best of fielding effort from Simranjeet. This was hit hard. And got his eyes off the ball early. Not the best of efforts from Simranjeet.
Yeah, there you go, as you mentioned, taking his eyes off the ball at the last second, and that's not a very good thing to do, in the deep especially. But a welcome boundary here for Sagir Khan. He's on 27 of just 10 deliveries. Last delivery of the over. Does he go for a single? Nicely played towards that play, the fielder at the backward point. Single to end the over. A good one this for the Gulf Giants development side. 17 done, 143 for 9, 52 more required in the last 3. Well, the most runs of the tournament. It's the captain of the Gulf Giants development side, Rithya Arvind, with 163. Closely behind him, Luqman Faisal from the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Weren't able to score too many runs today. Luqman Faisal, 131. Sagir Khan from the Gulf Giants development team as well, 92 for him. And the others to follow after that. What an innings Rithya Arvind has played on a couple of occasions. I think he's got 350s to his name. 250s to his name. A 77 and an unbeaten 80 something. Oh, I've got all my numbers wrong. Yeah, unbeaten 77. Thank you, Shoaib. Captain coming back into the attack. He was expensive, but he's done the job with his field placings and bowling changes. That's up in the air. That's an opportunity, is it? No, away from the fielder. It'll be a boundary, I think. That's what Simranjeet is signalling, but Akbar Ali thinks otherwise. We'll have to wait and see if that is the call.
Yeah, that slower bouncer. And Sagir placed it towards backward square leg. just falls before the boundary ropes. So it will be a 4 and not a 6. There you go. The correct signal given. And 1 for the over for Junaid Siddiqui as well.
It's been very expensive, Junaid Siddiqui. Given away 39 so far. And now the required runs under 50, 48 of 17 deliveries. Makes room for himself, Sagir Khan, and he's missed out. I think that was there to be hit.
Yes, he'll be disappointed. He was anticipating that full delivery. Just couldn't get the connection. Not a bad ball from Junaid. After that short delivery, goes full, targeting the stumps. You miss, I hit kind of a delivery, but crosses the off stump.
Yeah, now how well has Sagir Khan played? 32 of just 13 deliveries. Had he come in at number 4 or number 5 and played such kind of an innings, what a platform that would have set for the other batters to follow. Slower delivery, I think he got a hang of that. He's picked it and picked it nicely. That'll go for yet another maximum. This is belligerent hitting from Sagir Khan.
Yes, he's a masterclass, isn't he? Doesn't matter what the situation is. If it's in his slot, he'll go for it. Waited and then launched it towards long on, into the night sky and beyond the ropes. Another 6 for Sagir Khan. Excellent batting. 38 of just 14 deliveries. 4 4s and 3 6s. What a knock so far from Sagir Khan. Now just opens the face of the bat, guides it towards the deep third, and will get another boundary. Junaid Siddiqui continues to be expensive.
Well, this is very smart from Sagir. He was anticipating that it's going to be outside off stump. Nobody patrolling that area at deep third, and earns himself a very, very good boundary. Very smart boundary. That's a fan code 4. And gets the required runs to 38. He's already scored 14 runs of the over so far. 42 of 15, 5 boundaries, 3 maximums. Just 4 dots. And clearly Junaid Siddiqui is under the pump. He's under a lot of pressure now. What does he do? Last 2 deliveries. If one of them can go for a boundary or both, it's certainly game on. Change of angles for him. Oh, it's gone for the whip. And that's in the gap as well. Good shot at the end, I would say. He's making sure that he hits them in the gap as well.
Yeah, the helicopter shot from Sagir Khan. Just using his wrists. Let's look at that again. And played it in the gap too.
Well, reminds you of one of our favorite players, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the helicopter shot. MSD. And it was in the gap too. So he gets 2, and more importantly, he'll be back on strike. 44 of just 16 deliveries. 1 hit away from a 50. If he gets that, it'll be the fastest 50 in the tournament. And what a time to score that. Length delivery. He knows it's the last ball. So he takes a single and keeps strike for the next over. 2 overs left in the game. They need almost 18 and over. In fact, yes, 18 and over. 35 needed of the last 12. 160 for 9. Well, this is the second best partnership of the innings with the number 11 who's come out to bat, Mohammad Zahid. Most of the heavy lifting has been done by Sagir Khan in that partnership. 31 of 16 for both of these batters, keeping their hopes alive in this game, the Gulf Giants development team. And again, that puts that question yet again. Why wasn't Sagir Khan sent up the order? A little too late for the heroics, but it's not over until it's over. 35 of 12 deliveries with Sagir Khan scoring at more than 200. Game is definitely on. Plays that towards covers. Are they taking the run? Yes, they have. Well, what do you make of that, Rashid?
Well, I think they shouldn't have gone for that single. Saghir should have kept strike. This is an opportunity now for the Gulf Giants development to pick up a single. Colonel Zahid make sure that he gives strike back to Saghir Khan. On the other hand, Thunderbolts ILT20 team would want to make sure they keep him on strike, or better, pick up his wicket.
Good comeback, Rashid. And they go for the single and bring Saghir Khan back on strike. This is sensible from Mohammad Zahid. He's not trying to be a hero, just trying to do what is right for the team.
Well, they need a boundary on this delivery. 46 unbeaten, not for 18 deliveries for Saghir Khan so far. He needs a boundary here. They need a boundary here, Gulf Giants development team. Can the ILT20 Thunderbolts deny him that boundary? Get a dot ball. Don't allow him to pick up two. In comes Abdul Ghaffar. Important delivery. Oh, that's gone up. That's gone many a miles. And I think he's got the distance as well. That's gone all the way from maximum. What a great hit from Saghir Khan to get to his half century. This has been a phenomenal knock from Saghir Khan. 52 of just 19 deliveries.
Now that was a hit, and hit really well. And just look at the distance and the elevation. It's become a star in the night, that ball. But more importantly, Saghir Khan has crossed his 50-run mark and also has kept Gulf Giants development team in the hunt. 116 runs in the tournament, 10 fours, 10 sixes, and this is his best so far.
Well, he's definitely a superstar. What a turnaround. At one moment, looked like it was all over for the Gulf Giants development team, but as soon as this man has walked in, he's really turned it out from them. 27 of 19. Another boundary. Goes for the big hit. Has he connected well? I think he has. That'll be another maximum. Everything is turning into gold as soon as Saghir Khan touches them.
Well, yes, Saghir Khan can't put a step wrong in this game. You bowl outside off, he'll slash you. You bowl on the pads, he'll whip you. This is again another outstanding hit under pressure. Nerves of steel, I tell you. Doesn't matter who the bowler is, what the condition or the situation is. One of the best innings that you will see tonight, and maybe in this tournament as well. Saghir Khan, 21 needed of 8 deliveries now. Coming around the wicket. Plays it late. Slices it towards the deep third. They get a single. 20 needed of the last 7.
Now one more delivery to go. They have only... This is the last pair. So 9 wickets down. Does Zahid try and get a boundary here? Or does he just block it off and leave 20 runs for the last over? If he can manage to get a boundary, that will ease the pressure on Saghir in the last over.
Yes, but if he loses his wicket in the process, the game is over. I would want to take it in the last over. So if I were Zahid, I would just block it and give it to Saghir. He does that. He does that and does that well. So 20 needed of the last 6 balls. This is going down to the wire. What an innings from Saghir Khan. 175 for 9.
What a knock this has been from Saghir Khan. He's been the unsung hero for the Gulf Giants development team. Has come late in the batting order, but he's turned it around for the team. 59 of just 21 deliveries. The fastest half century of the tournament so far.
Yes, and if he can get these 20 runs, they will sing songs of this hero. The fastest 50 of this season of the DP World ILT20 development tournament, coming in a pressure situation. 20 of the last 6. The hero on strike, Saghir Khan. It's going to be Junaid Siddiqui to bowl the last over. One hand off the bat. It's going to go in the gap, and it will trickle away towards the boundary for 4. Starts the over with a 4.
Well, they needed that kind of a start, and Sagir Khan has provided. It wasn't in control of that shot, one hand off the blade, but he still managed to get a boundary. 16 more required. Wasn't a bad delivery, but a super shot. He's just manufactured a brilliant shot away from the fielder. That's the kind of hit they needed in the last over, especially on the first delivery. 16 runs, 5 deliveries, Sagir Khan on strike.
Well, more importantly, it's Junaid Siddiqui who's feeling the heat, the pressure. The captain has decided to bowl the last over. He's given more than 50 runs in his spell. But if he can defend these 15, 16 runs, I think it's going to be all forgotten for him. Not very easy when you're bowling to somebody like Sagir Khan. He seems to be like a man possessed. And at the moment, it looks like he is going to take Gulf Giants development team over the finish line. What a turnaround of events we've witnessed here tonight. 16 of the last 5. Wide, is it? Yes, it is. It is being called a wide. Junaid Siddiqui going for that wide Yorker, misses his mark. And it's going to be now 15 of the last 5 deliveries.
Well, he can argue all he wants. That was a wide delivery. That was outside the tram line. And a right call made by the umpire. This is definitely going down the wires. You can't stop Sagir Khan. Where do you bowl to him? That's what Junaid Siddiqui might be thinking. He took his time in the run-up. He was thinking about where to bowl him. Decided to go way outside off stump. But good work done by Sagir Khan. I think he's looking very confident. I love the way he's batted. The kind of confidence he's come in with.
Looking for those Yorkers, Junaid Siddiqui, but I think the way he's batted Sagir Khan, he seems to be unstoppable. This is over extra cover, and it's gone all the way for a 6. What a hit. Unbelievable from Sagir Khan.
Well, those Yorkers won't work against Sagir Khan. Look at how deep he stands in his crease and converted that into a low full toss. Just missed his mark, and as soon as Sagir Khan hits them, they go all the way. What a great hit. This is turning around to be a brilliant, brilliant innings from Sagir Khan. Just 9 more of 4 deliveries.
Well, magical innings from Sagir Khan. 9 needed of the last 4. And you can see the body language of the ILT20 Thunderbolts from a point where they were absolutely going to nail this game. They are on the verge of losing it. Junaid Siddiqui coming in, steaming in. Bowls the short ball. This is in the air. This could be a catch. Fielder coming underneath it and will hold on to it. Rais Ahmed completes one of the most important catches of his career. And heartbreaking moment for Zahid and Sagir. Unbelievable scenes at the ICC Academy Oval 2. What a dramatic finish. Could have been a win for the Gulf Giants development team, but it is going to be ILT20 Thunderbolts who will hold on to their nerves and win the first 2 points to their name.
But you can't take out what a knock this has been from Sagir Khan. One of the best you will see for a very long, long time, and probably the best knock of the tournament. Very unfortunate it's in a losing cause for the second time. He almost pulled that in the first game as well. But very, very unfortunate. You feel for Sagir Khan. He's all smiles now. But those emotions will be running very high.
57 runs partnership between the two. Sagir Khan, well, take a bow. You may have lost the game, but you have definitely won a lot of hearts tonight with your performance. That's the wicket again. Was a mistimed hit. It was in the air. And Rais Ahmed, well, he will definitely remember this catch because it has sealed the deal for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Heartbreaking, gut-wrenching moment for the Gulf Giants development team. They fought really hard and almost pulled off a thriller of a game.
Yeah, that's the result then. the ILT20 Thunderbolts winning the game by 8 runs. This was match number 9 of the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. And what a game we've witnessed. This was a cliffhanger. Even Shoaib Ahmed is on his feet. Well, you know, we don't normally stand in the comm box, but this has definitely been one of those nights where we've thoroughly enjoyed and have been entertained by these athletes. What a knock, what a player, what an innings, and what a game we've witnessed here. Match number 9 is going to be a special one of this DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. Yeah, I'm not forgetting this game. That's the batting card, but look at 16, the runs scored by Saghir Khan and how late down the order he's come. 69 of 24 for him, 29 of 13 for Mohammad Irfan at the top of the order. I think he should have done better once he got that start, but nobody else in the middle to really contribute with the bat, which is why they fell short by just 8 runs. Well, you can see the partnership right at the bottom is the one that made almost all the difference for the Gulf Giants development team. Saghir Khan and Mohammad Zahid, 57 runs at the bottom of that table of just 25 deliveries. What an innings. Absolutely mind-boggling from those two. That's the bowling card then. Jawadullah getting 2 wickets. Junaid Siddiqui, well, 63 runs is what he conceded in his 3.3 overs. But in the end, he managed to get that wicket of Saghir Khan, and now he'll breathe a huge sigh of relief with the win under their belt. Simranjeet bowled well, but dropped a few catches, and he'll want to change that. Well, that's the match summary then. Thunderbolts getting to 194 for 7. That's the highest tournament total. Luqman Faisal getting to 46 of 27. Abdul Ghaffar 38 of 18. Rahul Chopra 28 of 21. Aftab Alam was unbeaten, 27 of 15. That really gave them the impetus towards the end of the innings. And good wickets from Mohammad Zahid. He's back in form. That's a good sign for the Gulf Giants development side. Aryan Lakra, Saghir Khan and Zuhaib Zubair with a wicket apiece. Well, we just witnessed a humdinger of a game. The ILT20 Thunderbolts versus the Gulf Giants development team. They won by 8 runs, a very narrow margin the way Saghir Khan was batting for the Gulf Giants development team. There's another game coming up, and it is one that you'll not want to miss. The ILT20 Pearls taking on the ILT20 Marvels. That's at 9 o'clock local time. Well, the Giants have definitely won this game in terms of how they've won so many hearts, especially Saghir Khan, Riti Arvind, the top run getter, and look at who's at number 2. Saghir Khan, he is a superstar in the making, I tell you that. Well, I'm sure a lot of franchises, in fact all of them, are going to keep a close eye on this man, Saghir Khan. He definitely has announced himself in this tournament with the ball, with the bat, and as you rightly pointed out, from nowhere in that list, he's jumped to right to that second position. 133 runs for him. Luqman Faisal is at number 3 from the ILT20 Thunderbolts, and this is going to get even more interesting as the tournament progresses. Well, time for us to now head along the sidelines and find out who the player of the match is. We've got Faizan Khan with the post-match presentation.
What a game we have had on our hands. It was a loss for Gulf Giants, but I think Saghir, took it almost home and made it a cruncher of a game. Well, this is the player of the match presentation, and with me in the presentation party is Mr. Andy Russell, who is the tournament director, and we are going to give it out to Abdul Ghaffar for his fantastic performance. Come in, Ghaffar, and take your award. You were brilliant with the bat, 38 runs of just 18 deliveries. 5 sixes, changed the complexion of the game when he came out to bat. 2 wickets to his name also. Ghaffar, क्या चल रहा था दिमाग में जब आप बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए आए थे, क्योंकि काफ़ी डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन दिखाई दे रही थी?
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है कि परफॉर्मेंस हुई बैटिंग में भी और बॉलिंग में भी. तो प्लान यही था कि कप्तान ने और कोच ने दिया था कि आपने एग्रेसिव ही खेलना है, तो मोमेंटम को लेके चलना है. तो बस माइंड में यही था कि मैंने जो है ना वो फ्री माइंड खेलना है. 1-2 शॉटें लगेंगी तो ऑटोमेटिक प्रेशर दूसरी अपोजिट साइड पे आ जाएगा. तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह काफ़ी हद तक कामयाब हुआ उसमें.
एक कैच बड़ा ज़बरदस्त आपने पकड़ा, डाया ही कर रही थी गेंद आप पर, डिप हो रही थी गेंद, और उसके बाद हाथ नीचे लेकर आए. सो कुछ चलता है ऐसे कैचेस के टाइम पर दिमाग में या बस इंस्टिंक्ट होती है?
नहीं वो अचानक ही होता है कि माइंड में नहीं चाह रहा था कि ये ड्राइव लगाऊंगा, ये ऐसे पकड़ूंगा, तो वो अचानक ही होता है ऐसे।
आज सारे सवाल दिमाग रिलेटेड पूछूंगा क्योंकि सगीर ने जिस तरह की नॉक खेली, माइंड ब्लोइंग नॉक खेली उसने, तो एक वक्त पर कहीं ये लग रहा था कि ये मैच निकल गया हमारे हाथ से।
अब बिल्कुल पहले वन साइड हम जीत रहे थे तो ऐसे ही लग रहा था कि हम लंबे मार्जिन से मैच जीतेंगे तो रन रेट अच्छा होगा, लेकिन सगीर माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा खेला है वो और वेरी वेल प्लेड। तो एंड पे लग रहा था कि हम मैच हार जाएंगे, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह के कम बैक किया जुनैद भाई ने और आउट किया दिया।
आज बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट था ये मैच जीतना, वरना शायद आप टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो जाते।
बिल्कुल ये हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी था। अब नेक्स्ट टू मैचेस हैं इंशाल्लाह फिर करेंगे और जीत के सेमीफाइनल के लिए।
ऑलराइट देन गफार, विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट एंड मे वी सी मोर फायर फ्रॉम यू इन द टूर्नामेंट।
इंशाल्लाह।
Well, that was Abdul Ghaffar. He was just brilliant with the bat, then with the ball, and of course with those two catches also. That's it from the presentation ceremony. It's back to our comms, Rashid and Shoaib.
Well, thank you, Faizan. Abdul Ghaffar, the player of the match. Again, quick preview and a sneak peek of what's coming up next. Thunderbolts won this game against the Gulf Giants development team by 8 runs. And the game that is about to begin in a short while from now is going to be the ILT20 Pearls taking on the ILT20 Marvels. And that's coming up next. But before that, before we let you go, let's quickly look at the highlights of this game. Well, the clear highlight was Sagir Khan's innings, but a lot transpired before that as well. It was the ILT20 Thunderbolts who were batting first. They lost 2 quick wickets in the first couple of overs, but then came a very good partnership, a very important partnership between Rais Ahmed and it was Luqman Faisal, who looked good, who looked in touch, who looked in great form, and who ensured that they kept getting those 8 to 9 runs and over. Didn't try to take too many risks, and Rais Ahmed was very fluent in his batting as well. Some beautiful drives towards the covers, some beautiful shots all around the park, and that just kept pressure on the Gulf Giants development team. It was a brilliant catch from Aryan Lakra. He bowled well tonight and ensured that they did get that comeback that they were looking for. He was the partnership breaker in that innings, but then Rahul Chopra looked good as well. He came out and after Luqman Faisal lost his wicket at 46, it was looking like Gulf Giants development team will restrict the Thunderbolts to a lower total. Not to be, because there was Abdul Ghaffar who came out to bat. The left-handed explosive batter scored some really quick-fire runs and ensured that they got back into the game just when it was needed. Some really lusty blows all around the park. Some really big hitting from the big man Abdul Ghaffar. Just was outstanding in his approach, took on the opposition and the bowlers and continued to score runs. Rahul Chopra also played a very important knock before he was dismissed in that fashion. Aftab came into bat. Aftab did look like he was set to play that role in the lower order, but he too was dismissed early. And then a few quick wickets just was when it was needed. They ensured that they got those wickets, the Gulf Giants bowlers, and was a poor bowling effort and an outing for Zishan Nasir, who normally is very good, but was taken for a lot of runs in that first innings. In reply, it was a shaky start for the Gulf Giants, except for that innings from Mohammad Irfan.
Yeah, I think they were off to a very good start. 43 in the first 3 overs without a loss, and once they broke that opening partnership, I think that is where the trouble started for them. They kept on taking wickets at regular intervals. Ritya Arvind, there was a lot expected from him in this game because he was in form. We thought he got back into form with some very good innings previously. Irfan, very unlucky. That went straight to the fielder. But once he was back in the pavilion, they weren't able to get too many runs. Some very good catching there. Abdul Ghaffar with that brilliant catch to get rid of Ritya Arvind. And I think they were unable to get the partnerships going, which is where they didn't get any momentum in the run chase. A lot of wickets falling in the short span of time, but then I think it was something that they really have to think about, the Gulf Giants development team with the batting order. Sagir Khan came in a lot late in the batting order. Samal Udavata and him got a partnership going, but even Samal Udavata couldn't score too many runs. As soon as he was set, tried to go for a shot too many in his innings, and he was taken out of the equation. Some very good catching, I think. Bowling was very good till the time Saghir Khan came to the middle. And well, he changed the game when it's on its head. At one time, it was looking like it's going to be a one-way affair, and the ILT20 Thunderbolts will be away with the game. But Saghir Khan changed everything in that innings. What a knock he played. Didn't spare any bowler. Made sure that he got the boundaries whenever required and kept hitting them. There you go. Look at how deep he was batting in his crease. Got to his half century, and in the last over they required 20 runs. Started off with a maximum, with a boundary, then hit a maximum, and then very unfortunate, didn't time that last delivery, and was a catch that sealed the deal for the ILT20 Thunderbolts, winning them their first game. Let's have a look at the fixtures then. Once again, Pearls will be taking on Marvels in a short while from now. And it's going to be another very entertaining game. We've witnessed one humdinger. And it's going to be followed by another one, a cracker of a game between the Pearls and the Marvels. Well, let's head to the sidelines once again, where we've got Faizan Khan with the two captains for the all-important toss.
Welcome to very important game, game number 10 at the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. The two captains are out here with me. It's going to be Pearls versus ILT20 Marvels. From the Pearls, we have Alishan Sharifu as the stand-in captain, and from the Marvels, Mohammad Wasim is back into the side and is going to take the reins. Of course, our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, is here with us also. Alishan is going to flip the coin. They are the home team. Heads. Heads is the call. Tails it is. Alishan, what are you going to do?
We'll have a bat first. You know, we just saw the game, and it's been looking pretty high scoring, so we want to put a good total and then defend later on.
How many runs are going to be good runs on this wicket, Alishan?
I don't know. Anything above 180 is what we should aim for, but anything above that should be a bonus.
You haven't had the best of the tournament in terms of your own individual runs, so what are we looking at today?
Yeah, I haven't had first couple games weren't that great, but again, another day, another opportunity, so let's see how it goes.
You're sitting pretty in the points table because you've won both your games. So are there any changes? Are there any strategic changes that you're looking at?
We've got one change. Ethan comes in for Asif Lara, and that's it.
All right, wish you all the very best for today's game. Wasim, welcome back to the DP World ILT20. Excited to be here?
Yeah, I'm very happy and happy to be back here.
I think the Marvels would be very happy to have you as the captain because they were certainly missing your services. You're lagging behind in terms of points in the table, so how's the approach going to be?
Yeah, it's okay, but still if we are winning the two games, so we can qualify, so inshallah we'll go for that only.
All right, happy with losing the toss?
Yeah, I'm very happy because we watched the game and ball was coming very true, so inshallah we'll try to restrict them on the low total.
Wish you all the very best for today's game. Looking forward to see you play. Well, those were the two captains, and the news from the middle is it is Pearls who have won the toss and Alishan Sharifu has decided to bat first.
Well, that's the breaking news then in this game against the Marvels and taking on Pearls. The ILT20 Marvels taking on the ILT20 Pearls. The news from the centre is that the Pearls have won the toss and they've decided to put on runs on the board. We'll find out how that pans out after a short break. Do join us then. Until then, stay tuned.